Good afternoon, chat. Sorry, I'm 5 minutes late. Oh. Today we'll be continuing the 100-line Last Defense Academy story. Hello, Pero. And thank you for the 16 months. I hope you're doing well today. How the hanging's pretty good. I just finished lunch. And now we're gonna continue the story. I don't think we're gonna stream that long, but we're continue the story as much as we can today. Alright. Tough day at work, may have to pivot hard on a big project, not very epic. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope it works out. Let's see. Last we stopped at the story is we finally got Shoma to join everybody else in fighting, and now we only have the twins left that need to fight alongside us now. What's this game about? You know Danganronpa? It's made by the same creators as Danganronpa. Not spoil it too much. This is about a group of like 15 students were like chosen to help protect the world. So they're basically recruited in like a war effort, and they get like special abilities called Hemo Anima and class armor. And they have to fight these creatures called the Invaders. And the Invaders are attacking the school because they want something from inside the school. So we are the students to protect what's inside the school and the school itself. To protect the world, in a sense. In a gist. But not all the students are fighting currently. I know I'm blocking them, but there are like twin characters behind my model. Those two at the front right there. Those two are the last two that are not joining in the war effort, so at some point we have to convince them to fight alongside us. And of course, as Danganronpa, it is a visual novel. And it's also an action game, so there's like... It's kind of like Fire Emblem, where it's like turn-based and like a grid-based action format. And then there's also like an exploration bit where it's like a board game kind of thing. When I entered the cafeteria, I was greeted by a rare sight. Everyone was here, and they weren't even arguing. Good morning, Takumi. We're Takumi, the main character. Morning, everyone here today, huh? Yes, well... we gotta settle our bet and make these losers do whatever we say. Do we really have to go through with this? We basically buried the hatchet yesterday. No, nuh-uh. A bet's a bet. A promise is a promise. I'll never accept these guys if they can't keep their word. If only Gaku could show that kind of determination for far more important stuff. How did you... Alright, hold on. How did you get out of the... I can give a little synopsis on the character as as we see them. This is Takemaru. He's best boy. Takemaru is the typical delinquent that secretly has a really soft, big heart. It's gotta be Shoma who makes the call, though. He's the one who fought the duel, and he was basically the MVP of the battle yesterday too. This is Shoma. Shoma, well, he was a really self-deprecating, really depressing, and honestly really annoying character. Because every time we talked to him up until this point, he would just always self-deprecate himself. He'll be self-degrading. He'll just be really depressing and exhausting to talk to. But recently he had like a character development kind of thing. Where he's not as depressing. He's still self-deprecating, but it's not as much as he used to be. And he had like a whole character arc with Takemaru where they like trained their bodies together. Where Takemaru like took him to the gym and everything. It was a really nice character arc. He's still self-deprecating, but it's not as annoying as it was before. I didn't go all the way back up. It really has to come down to me? Damn right, you earned this, man. You fought, you won, and now you gotta claim what's yours. Oh. Context, I guess. There were 4 other students from like a second like class, and they just joined, and like we literally just ended an arc where the students from our class and the students from the second class had to like merge together, and they got into, and things were like really tense, and they got into like a big heated argument. And then there was like a duel between one of the students from the second class and Shoma, one of our students. And Shoma won the duel. And since we won the duel, we had to pick a punishment for the other students, and they also had to do whatever we say for the rest of the game, I guess. So now it's up to Shoma to decide what punishment the second class students have to do. You fought, you won. Now you gotta claim what's yours. Alright, I've thought of something. This is Nozomi. She's pretty much the leader of the second students. And I don't want to spoil too much of her, actually, if you wanted to play the game or like watch back on the VODs for the story yourself. But yeah, that's Nozomi. Basically the leader of the second class students. In order to the losing group, I wonder what he's come up with. Right. We already mentioned Takemaru. Takemaru's a delinquent with a big heart. This is Tsubasa. She's a tomboy mechanic girl. She's like really into machines and cars and stuff. And she's best girl. We all love Tsubasa because Tsubasa's just a sweet little cinnamon roll who can do no harm. And she's just best girl. She's honestly the best character. I don't really care about this punishment anymore. The last thing I want is for those guys to be mad at us again. This is Darumi. Darumi is like the yandere character. She's like really crazy and insane, and she's obsessed with killing games specifically. She's like the... She's like the... Like if Danganronpa were a canon video game in this game, Darumi would be very into that game because she's really into killing games as a concept, right? So she's basically Danganronpa but as a character. I really hope he makes them play an escape game where the losers die horribly. Maybe give them a time limit too. 9 hours to find a door with the number 9 on it. Yeah. And then these 2 I mentioned are the twins. That's Kako. Kako's basically the sister. She doesn't really have much personality, honestly. She's pretty boring, actually. She's just like the shy sister. That's all her character. And I guess she can also see the future for some reason. I don't know. It's not really a convenient power. She can't really use her ability whenever she wants. It just happens to her. You're all so cool yesterday. I wish I could be like that. And then this is the brother, Ema, and we hate Ema. And the reason why we hate Ema is because Ema is a siscon. He's always constantly talking about his sister and just being really inappropriate about his sister. And we don't like Ema. And also, we think Ema might have killed one of the characters. It's speculated, but we don't like Ema. Ema's just a dick and an asshole. We don't like Ema. This is Gaku. We also don't like Gaku. We hate Gaku. Gaku is an incel. And he's also a simp. And he's also just a loser. Downright. He's always talking about how his life sucks and how like everything bad always happens to him, and like, if you're gonna do something for me, give me fucking money because I deserve it. Like that kind of character, you know? He's super entitled and he's an asshole. And we don't like Gaku. But he's basically just an incel though. We hate Gaku. They have like given us like some redeeming qualities of Gaku, how he does like, he's like an orphan and he loves his foster siblings and he wants to protect his foster siblings. But the way he acts and like everything that he says and does, like his actions don't match the character that they're trying to portray him to be, you know? He's just a dick and we don't like him, and he's really annoying. And I hated Gaku from the beginning. A bet's a bet, a promise is a promise. I'll never accept these guys if they can't keep their word. I wish I could be the one who decides what punishment to give them, but I guess Shoma's earned this. Hi, Magmo! We just started. Over here's Ado. Ado is basically like the big brother of the group. Formal internet question. When does one officially earn the label of incel? Is it after a certain number of time getting 0 play, or is it more just behavioral? For Gaku, it's behavioral. Because he has said some line specifically that makes it incel, that makes him really incel-y. Kinda. I wish I could put off examples, but I don't entirely remember off the top of my head. But I do remember one where he said something like... It was at the beginning of the game, and it was like kind of the sole reason why I hated this character. It was at the beginning of the game. He said something like, if I'm gonna be stuck here at the end of the world, why does it have to be with guys and girls? Why can't it just be girls? If it's just girls, then I could get with all the girls and I could hit all that or something like that. Like, ah! And I hate it. I hate him. I don't like Gaku. But back to Ado. Ado is basically the big brother of the group, and Ado and Takumi kind of have like a thing going on, I think, where Takumi isn't aware, or he's really oblivious, or I'm probably reading too much into it because I have a BL brain. But Ado like low-key flirts with Takumi, and I can't for the life of me tell if it's intentional. Like, I remember like last stream he intentionally winked at Takumi and said something like, I will always be by your side, and he winked at him. I'm like, what? Hey, no, I can't tell if you're being serious. But Ado's also like really sensitive and like kind of socially awkward, and he's also like the stereotypical main character because he's always saying stuff like, my friends are my power, or as long as we have our friends we got this, or as long as we have our friends we can get through this. And like, you know, a lot of friends is my power kind of cringy kind of lines every now and then he says. And he's always wanting to talk to Takumi, and he's always wanting to like just be around Takumi, which I think I'm pretty sure the game's just doing that because Takumi's basically his first and only friend. But how I'm reading it, because of my BL brain, I think he's low-key flirting with him. But so I can't tell whether he's... I can't tell whether he wants to be friends with him or whether he wants to be more than friends with him. But Ada also has like a really soft, sensitive heart, though. He's an alright character. He's just pretty cringy sometimes, and he's really flirty. Intentionally or unintentionally, I don't know. Do we really have to go through this bit? I thought we settled our differences already. Then that's Shoma. I already described Shoma. This is Kyoshika. Kyoshika is... well, she's technically a ninja, but she calls herself a samurai. Because she was raised in like a pseudo ninja village. That's why she has like a katana with her. Yeah, she has like katana with her. And she's really oblivious. And she also talks in like really old school kind of like knightly talk. Like she's always calling people sir and lady. She's saying Taoist and art thou and things like that. Like kind of old English kind of phrases, you know? And like I said, she's also really oblivious. And she's really stupid. She doesn't know basic math. Like before someone tried to tell her what's 35 plus 8. And she was having so much trouble getting to 43. She's kind of wholesome though. She's just really stupid. This is Yugamu. Yugamu is an assassin. And his family has done a lot of questionable experiments on him. Like, for one of his abilities, his like arm stretches like a snake-like thing. Like he has like an arm whip kind of ability. And it's kind of crazy. But he's also really obsessed with torturing people and death, which I guess is a typical samurai thing. But at least he doesn't try to hide it. At least he's like really obvious and open about it. At least he's just being his full, complete self, so. And then this is Kurara. Kurara, I don't like. So there's like a good one. There's like a good 1, 2. I'm starting to like him more, but I still don't really like him since he's always still self-deprecating. But got 1, 2, 3, 4 characters I actively dislike, and I'm also starting to dislike Nozomi too, because Nozomi is really boring. And Nozomi is really annoying. She's starting to get really annoying. I liked her more as Karua rather than Nozomi. Hi Sabino! I'm telling Pero about the characters. But Kurara is the stereotypical entitled bitch. She's like stereotypically entitled and rich. And that's basically her character. And she wears a tomato head, but she uses the tomato head as like a mask to help hide her truly super shy, apologetic character. Like she used the tomato head to get more confidence and put on a certain air about herself. But when the mask comes off, she like crumbles. And she's like a sniveling little brat. And I don't like either of her personalities. I hate her. I was hoping you'd all forget about this. At this rate, I'm sure to disgrace the Osuzuki name. And she's always talking about the Osuzuki name. Like, girl, nobody cares about your fucking family name. Like, so stop mentioning it. It doesn't matter here. And like I said, Nozomi's kind of boring. And I don't like Nozomi anymore. I dislike everybody that isn't Tsubasa. I need a Vana character tier list at this point. Okay. S tier, obviously, Tsubasa. A tier, I will put Takemaru and Edo. And I'm even willing to put Darumi up in A tier. Like Darumi, I'm starting to get used to Darumi, but it's more like I'm starting to like not be phased at what she's saying kind of thing. But she's a really good fighting unit when for the combat stuff, so that's why she's an A tier for me. It's like S tier Tsubasa, A tier Takemaru, Edo, and Darumi. B tier, I'll put Kyoshika and Yugamu. And then C tier, I will put Nozomi, because Nozomi's starting to get a little boring. And then Kako is also in C tier, because Kako's boring. D tier, I will put Kurara. And then F tier, the other three, Gaku, Ima, and Shoma. I might bump Shoma up a tier, since he's not going to be as annoying anymore, but Shoma's still self-deprecating and annoying. But yeah, that's my official tier list. Oh, but there are also two other characters. One of them is Hiriko. And then another one that we haven't met yet is Moko. But they have mentioned Moko. Like in the game. We just never seen her, nor do we know her personality, so I can't rate Moko. But Hiriko, I'll put her in B tier. She was really dictatory. And she's a bitch, but at least she's like a confident bitch, you know? Like she doesn't hide what's on her mind. She's always she will literally say anything that comes to her head. And she's really confident. And she's just really bitchy, but she's like a bitch that you can like respect kind of thing. Before she got all dictatorial. She was an A tier, but then she got bumped down to D tier because she tried to be a dictator to everybody. Then I can't rate Moko since we never met Moko yet. And also, Sire was the general, or like their commanding officer. And then we also got Nigo, who was a temporary commanding officer. But like, Class 1 never met Nigo, and Class 2 I've never met Sire. Sire was our class, our commanding officer, and Nigo was their commanding officer. I can put Sire up in A tier though. I like Sire. I don't know if I like Nigo. I didn't really have enough time with Nigo to really decide, so I guess Nigo will go in C tier. It's just like average. Hello, Anthony. I'm doing good. Don't forget your tentacle juices, chat. Yeah, I hope that my descriptions on all the characters will give you a good gist of everybody. Oh, we also have Takumi. I completely forgot about our main character. Takumi's really boring. And he's also sometimes an asshole. And Takumi's just like a really boring character, and then just sometimes he's a dick. Like some of the things he said is just really dickish. You know? Like there was a time we were trying to convince some of the characters to fight, and then he was just not being convincing whatsoever, and then some of the things he said to them to try to convince them was just really assholey. Like he was especially an asshole to Tsubasa. I still remember that. Like, he was just so rude and mean to her for no reason, trying to convince her. And it was like, there's no reason. Why'd you say that to her? That was so mean. Like, at some point he said, your grandpa's gonna die. Like, literally, no context. When she was spewing out her feelings to him, she randomly just said, your grandpa's gonna die. I'm like, what? Why would you say that to her? Out of nowhere? That's so mean. Ugh, okay. This is a Shoma. What are you gonna tell them to do? Okay, here goes. Hey, I know you must be mad at us and everything, but if I'd won, I was never actually going to hold you. You stay out of this. I think you are soon enough. Go for it, almighty and powerful Shoma. Do your worst.
I want you all to be our friends.
What kind of a punishment is that? You know how weak I am and how much I hate conflict. I can't stand how tense things have been between our two groups. I'd be a lot happier if we all got along. It doesn't matter who was here first or what campus we started out at. Let's just be friends here and now as members of this academy. Anyway, that's the best my single functioning brain cell could come up with. Does that sound alright? That's all you want? I feel like that's something we should be asking you for. Whoa, Shoma. Maybe you want to rethink this? I got a whole bunch of ideas you can use. Gaku, he's the one who fought. He's the one who gets to decide. That's right. What Shoma says goes. Yeah. So much for getting your own back, but it's not like Shoma was ever going to come up with something really bad anyway. Well, there you have it, guys. An order's an order. Sir Shoma! Why are you crying? Such magnanimous attitude for a victor to take. I'm so moved. From this day forth, we will all be comrades in arms together. So says the holy Jumanji sword. Right, so as long as you don't mind being friends with human filth like me. Come on, enough putting yourself down. You're a great guy, Shoma. It'd be an honor to kill you someday. What do you say, Kurata? That's not such a bad deal, is it? It's not like I have much of a choice. As an Osuzuki, my word is my bond. Right, of course. Sounds like we're all in agreement, unless you have any objections, Gaku. Don't forget it. Not like I could talk you out of it now. Just so you know, I haven't given up on us participating in a killing game. I'll make it happen someday. I'm really glad you weren't the one who got to decide this. Now you guys won't fight anymore. I'm so glad. Right, we still might get into little quarrels now and then, but that's all part of being friends. From now on, we're all in this together. For the next 50 or so days, at least. Just when it seemed like everything had been resolved, Kurata approached Soma and the mood turned tense again. What is it? You're really hardcore into the avoid conflict at all costs stuff, huh? Not surprising coming from someone who'd take the blame for eating my curry when you had nothing to do with it. You knew I was lying about that? Of course, I knew it the moment you shrugged off my question about its taste with that half-hearted "it was delicious." No one who's tasted Osuzuki curry can help being overwhelmed with emotion and giving a detailed description of the entire experience when pressured. Wait, it wasn't Shoma who's a real curry thief? Oh, it was Mr. Maruko. I saw the whole thing. Of course it was fucking Gaku. No way! I thought it was being careful. If you knew all along, why are you only letting me out now? You know me. I can't stand to see wicked deeds go unpunished. Hold up. You're the one that got us into this mess, Gaku? Villain! Blackguard! I'll slay you where you stand. Whoa, calm down, guys. We're all friends now, remember? So how was it? How was it? Well, you know it was... It was the most delicious thing I'd ever eaten. I never thought anything could taste so amazing. I don't think I can go on living if I had never got a chance to taste it again. Maybe I'll make another batch, if I feel like it. Huh? I think she forgives you. Looks like you're off the hook, Gaku. I am? I think this calls for a celebration. Or at least something to cement our resolve. Everyone form a circle. We'll each put a hand in the middle, then do an inspirational cheer and throw them up all at once. What decade are you from, man? No, come on. It's not that bad. Now that we made up, we might as well have a little fun. Right, Takumi? Huh? Oh, yeah, sure. A fine idea, Sir Ado. Just a thing to boost our morale. What is this, some corny old sports manga? This is the last time I ever do this, alright? Sorry in advance if you catch anything from me. My hands are probably covered in failure-inducing bacteria. When's he ever gonna stop that? I guess there's no cure for low self-esteem, Let's all promise to never give up. No matter how bad it looks, we'll get our killing game someday. Reluctantly, we all got on board with Ado's gesture of teamwork and togetherness. Well, not quite all of us. Of course, fucking Emo leaves out of it. Fucking asshole. Kaku too? Well, Kaku's only following Emo. Kaku, Emo, come on, you should get on this too. I know it's kinda lame, but it'll only be for a minute. Just put up with it until then, okay? Sorry, but I find team building exercise like this absolutely sickening. My dear sister and I will sit out. We'll sit out this one. You little... Oh, don't worry. We'll find other ways to amuse ourselves. Feel free to embarrass yourselves without us. We'll be going now. I said we'll be going now. Come on, sister dearest. Okay. Shunning the group, Ema and Kako left. We couldn't help feeling a little deflated after that. What's the matter with those two? Why did they cringe away from us so? You're the one who's cringe here, Kyoshika. I'd avoid you too if I had any better options. We'll just have to go ahead with the members we do have.
All right, here we go.
Is that everybody's hand? Wait, ew, is Gaku's hand on top of mine? Get his hand off of me.
Special Defense Unit, fight! Special Defense Unit, fight! Special Defense Unit, fight!
Okay, once was enough, Ado.
Special Defense Unit, fight! Special Defense Unit.
Ado, 3 times too much.
How many times are we going to do this?
I'll be late. Did anything happen? Shoma, as their punishment, the second class students, had them be friends with the first class students. And also they were doing like a chant thing, and then Ema and Kako bailed out on it. Well, Ema bailed out on it and then forced Kaku to bail out on it. So they left, so they weren't in on the whole hand holding thing that they had going on. Oh, and also Gaku was the one that ate the curry the entire time. Because of course he did. And so the whole group, minus the Tsukumo twins, cheered at the top of their lungs, and we made a vow to work together from here on out. Of course, that didn't mean we wanted to spend every waking moment together. After finishing breakfast, we headed back to our rooms for a while. No more infighting. We went better than I could possibly have hoped for. Yeah, why would Gaku be any different? Even more surprising, all thanks to Shoma. Even more surprising, it's all thanks to Shoma. Who'd have thought he'd become such a team player? Why is he still talking bad about him? Can I switch main characters? Can I just be Tsubasa for the rest of the game? I'd much rather be Tsubasa. I don't want to be Takumi anymore. Alright, then what should I do for the rest of the day? I got plenty of spare time, might as well use it. New VR training missions unlocked, which is good. I do want to do that. Ah! Only one? Boo. Thought more would be unlocked. Wow, there's a lot of those guys over here.
Let us begin.
Don't expect much from me.
Time for battle. Two arms!
Let's get to the killing. I'll try not to drag you down. Oh! Sorry!
Let us begin. You've left yourself open! My turn. I'll chop you to pieces. Broken so soon.
Time for me to move. Let me at him!
Like how Shoma still says things that downplay so, but he sounds happy when he does so. I guess. I do appreciate that it's not as annoying anymore.
Hauling ass!
I'll take care of this. You'll go no further.
I'll try not to run away! I'll get in their way for once!
The battle isn't over yet.
Jesus Christ.
Let's do it to it.
Full throttle!
I'll show you what's up.
I still got fight in me. Move aside. Here we go.
Let me at him! I'm ready whenever. Say when.
Two arms! Ready whenever. How's this? How unsatisfying. Let us begin. Banzai!
Prepped and ready.
Hey,
Yeah, I'll show you what's up.
let's do this! We better get moving.
Leave it to me.
Time for battle. Out of my way. Broken so soon. My turn.
Let me handle it.
Let's do this!
Don't you dare underestimate me! Watch your back! Oh, too easy. Seriously depressing. Go, Giant of Fire! My body!
Well, this is. We need to regroup.
This is bad.
Ow!
Yeah, what is happening here?
Let's freaking go! I'll smoke 'em! It's up to you from here.
Damn, this is tough.
So close to dead. Hi-ya! You think that's enough to stop me? Uncouth baboon!
I can't wait.
I can do this much. I'll go, if you can stand me. Maybe this will do something.
I'm taking the wheel! Don't try to stop me!
Hardly a challenge.
Leave it to me.
You've left yourself open! Don't underestimate me. Die!
This can't be it!
Not like this.
Don't expect much from me.
Not yet. Don't underestimate me. Not yet. How's this? How unsatisfying.
I'm good whenever!
Time for me to move.
Onward! This is my true power! I'm burnt out!
I'm good to go.
I'll try not to drag you down.
I can't move.
Don't underestimate me.
Let's get to the killing. Time for me to move. I can't wait. Time for me to move. My body.
What? Yeah? What's up?
I've got this. Ready as I'll ever be.
Yeah, I don't think I have it. I might have disabled it.
I can keep going.
I wonder how many more can I get? Drop dead!
My disappointment is immeasurable when my day is ruined.
Boring.
My body.
I'm prepped and ready. Leave it to me. One final push, guys!
That's too much.
Finish them up for me!
Ready when you are. I guess it's my turn. You're in the way. I'm good to go.
Let us begin.
Say when. I can't wait. This hurts.
Leave it to me. Nen! I've got you! Hardly a challenge.
Don't expect much from me. I'll try not to drag you down. I'll get in their way for once. Don't expect much from me. Maybe this will do something.
This could mean trouble.
It's just a scratch.
So that one.
Let us begin.
Locked and loaded!
I've got this.
I'll go, if you can stand me.
I'm good to go.
I'm ready as...
Don't underestimate me. Die! Broken so soon.
I can keep going. Ah! This certainly isn't good. Here we go.
I don't think it was very good. No way, that was still S. Is it 'cause two of them died?
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders
This is
might
Siri,
attack,
by the
so
way.
rest up while you still can.
He is dead, question mark. I believe he's still alive. I believe he's trolling the hell out of us, and he's still alive with the live feeds.
Well then, Good night.
Looks like another day's over. There's nothing to do here at night. I'll just go to bed and rest up for tomorrow. So our 45th day at Last Defense Academy ended without incident. And he jinxed it immediately. Something happens on the next day.
Up and Atom troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 46th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
That voice actor had to say that line 100 different times. Or they just pre-recorded like the last few lines if he says it. They just repeat that line. He had to say like the beginning part since he says all the different days, counting up or down or whatever. Right after the morning announcement ended, another sound echoed through my room, the doorbell. Who could need to talk to me this early? Is it Ado? Not really expecting anything. I opened the door. I got a shock when I saw who was there though. Oh, was it Nozomi? Hi, Nozomi. Good morning. Do you have a minute? Morning. Sure. Come on in. I did my best to act like I would if I were welcoming any other friend in my room, but it wasn't convincing. I was still nervous around here, even more so than that we were alone. Now that we clear everything up between our two groups, I can tell you about this with a clear conscience. It's time you knew about world death. Well, don't tell me by myself. The whole group deserves to know. According to the information Niku shared with us, world death was a catalyst for this entire war. This was the thing that started it all? More than that, it's also the reason humanity is now confined to Tokyo residential complex. World death has decimated the human population and forced the survivors to take shelter underground. You'll really tell me? That's great. It's been on my mind for a while now. We're going to tell everyone together. When you're ready, come meet us in the war room. The war room? Okay, I'll be right there. And one more thing. You said you knew someone who looks just like me. Could you tell me a little about her sometime? If it's okay with you, I mean. You don't just start with that and then fucking leave, Nozomi. Flashing me a gentle smile, Nozomi left the room. I never thought she'd be the one to make the first move. I'm glad she did, though. I'm way too nervous to bring it up. Someone who looks just like her? I don't know if that's the way I'd put it, but... No, first things first, I should head over to the war room and hear what they have to say. Let me go get more water real quick. I need to quench my throat for this incoming lore drop chat. I can't believe they were withholding such important lore information from us, chat. Hi, Itzy. Hi, Coco. What are you doing here on your own? How are y'all today? I'm good. How are you today, Itzy? I was thinking, is it okay for me to carry on like this? Even Shoma found the courage to chase for the better. Change for the better. I can't talk. I wish I could be more like the rest of you, fighting to protect the people I love. Are you sure you're alright? I think she's breaking free. Kako walked away, heading towards the war room with a profoundly thoughtful expression on her face. I think she's finally breaking away from the abuse that she endured from her brother. Abuse is a strong word, but he's very manipulative of his sister. Hey, Takumi, everyone's meeting up in the war room, you know. I came here by mistake too. Force of habit. I guess we're using the war room because we're talking about something really important. Doing good, just chilling? That's good. We're about to get important lore drop. Alright, looks like everyone's here. Yes, indeed. All the dull-eyed simpletons with no refinement, no social standing, and no future. All gathered together in one place. The future's an unwritten book. I could still make something out of myself. Anyway, let me cut right to the chase. We called you all here to talk about world death. You said before that it was what caused this war between us and the invaders. What is it exactly? We'll tell you everything that Nigo told us. It's a long story, but bear with us, okay? That's your cue, Kyoshika.
Huh?
What? Me? But I haven't prepared anything! You're in charge of explanations. It's what you're good at. Explanations and exhibitionism. You're a double threat. I am not taking my clothes off. Don't worry, I'll take the lead here. Alright, chat. Buckle up. Yeah, just buckle up. Prepared for your shocked Pikachu faces. Before I start, there's some terminology we need to get straight. Back in the Tokyo residential complex, did you ever hear something called Planet Earth? Planet Earth? I've heard of it, sure. I can't say I know very much about it, though. Same here. From what I read in the library books back home, it's where humanity used to live, right? What do you mean, used to live? Where the fuck are we living now if we're not on Earth? They mention it in old manga sometimes, too. It's supposed to be really huge, like hundreds of times bigger than the complex. I think that's about all any of us know. They kind of skimmed over the subject in school. Humanity once lived all over planet Earth. The population was in the billions. And they didn't live under a giant ceiling either. They had an open sky just like the one here. Billions? That many? But then a phenomenon that came to be known as world death changed everything. Earth was no longer able to support life like it once had, and the population began to decline rapidly. To combat this, the giant underground shelters were constructed to house the survivors before humanity died out completely. Oh. So the Tokyo residential complex are underground? I was under the impression that they were overground, but there was just like a giant like dome structure on top of... I wasn't aware they were underground. Underground shelters? You mean? Yes, that's what the place where we grew up really is. The Tokyo residential complex is a colossal shelter hidden deep beneath the Earth's surface. A shelter, the whole thing? All this happened a long time ago, so even Nigo wasn't sure how accurate this information is anymore. But so far as we know, our community in the Tokyo residential complex is the last of humanity. Has been for hundreds of years now. Wow, we're really getting a history lesson today, huh? I never even knew there was a time before the TRC. And world death is what forced everyone down there? Just what kind of phenomenon is this? Essentially, the planet began killing itself. Sorry, that's a little funny. The Earth was like, oh my god, you humans are so fucking terrible. I'm just gonna kill myself. And hope... I'm gonna kill myself and hope that it gets rid of all these fucking germs on me. So I can restart everything all over again. That's a little funny. Okay, but why did the planet start killing itself? What happened? It did what? According to Nigo, the Earth has a life of its own. And while it's not quite like ours, it has its own will too. When the planet decided to end its life, numerous natural disasters started occurring all over the world. The Earth really did say fuck you and tried killing everybody. That's a little funny. What did humanity do that was so horrible that the Earth said fuck you and tried to kill everybody? What did we do? Why did the planet decide to end its life? That was world death. The planet tried to kill itself? It can do that? But what drove the Earth to do that to itself? Remember how we said human population was in the billions? Well, they all needed somewhere to live. They developed and cultivated the world around them as they saw fit. Not really giving a crap about the long-term consequences. Oh, like climate change? And, it's blanking out on me. Like, the ozone layer kind of thing. And the polar ice caps are melting because of all, like, the gases that we put in the air. The nuclear weapons we decided to build and drop on random countries for seemingly no reason. I don't know the lore of this world, but I think if our Earth had a will of its own, I think we would have been died. We would have been died out. The Earth said, okay, you have dropped 2 nuclear bombs on me. I'm done. I'm restarting everything. Pretty soon, they were draining the planet's resources faster than they could replenish them. Not to mention the many wars humanity fought against each other. Some of them were so bad they left the Earth permanently scarred. They couldn't put up with that kind of abuse forever. Something had to give. You must have really fucked... How many world wars were in this universe? Surely it didn't stop at 2 if the world decided to end itself. I'm not surprised. Leeching off someone else without ever giving anything back and abusing them on top of that sounds like my scumbag brother. You have a brother? Darby just drops a randomest lore. They didn't realize the planet had a mind of its own, but they should have known better. Humanity continued to propagate, willfully ignorant of the damage they were doing. Of course, the Earth wasn't completely powerless. It showed its resistance with earthquakes, tsunamis, wildfires, volcanic eruptions, stuff like that. Does that mean that Pompeii was a canon event? Pompeii was intentional, and the Earth did that on purpose to try to wipe out the population? But no one recognized those disasters for what they are. They ignored the warning signs and just kept on keeping on. Right? Just like how we ignore all the eviction notices and the restraining orders, double down on the violence. What are you talking about, Army? You're making it really hard for us to ignore you. Finally, Earth reached its breaking point and shut himself up in his room to wallow in self-loathing and play gory anime games all day. You can tell us your twisted family history later. Just shut up for a minute. As I was saying, Earth turned to its last resort to kill itself and wake mankind out with it. and take mankind out with it. They really tried to do the scorched earth tactic. Literally. You gotta admit, World Death is a pretty fitting name. So the planet dying, the planet choosing to kill itself, was humanity's fault? Not a pleasant thought, is it? The Earth must have really hated us by then. It's hard to imagine that kind of overwhelming despair that would make something do that. Once world death began, there was no stopping it. The environment became barren and hostile. Millions, no billions of lives were lost. The only reason humanity didn't go extinct is because a handful of communities were able to escape into the shelters. Like the Tokyo residential complex. Have you ever wondered where the name comes from? Most of the people in the complex are descended from residents of Tokyo, a metropolis that stood on the surface hundreds of years ago. Of course, it's been so long that no one remembers what kind of place it was or why it was called that. Whole generations have lived their lives without any awareness of the world outside the complex. Us included, naturally. By the time we were born, humanity had already been living in the underground for centuries. Until we were brought here to complex, the shelter was our entire world. We ain't in the complex anymore, so you're saying this is what the surface looks like now?
Yes. This is what Earth became after it was ravaged by world death.
Okay, so... were the purple flames part of that world death? Or are the purple flames still separate from that? And where did the invaders come into this?
This is the land where our ancestors lived. You can see now why they had to go underground.
And for real? If it's that bad, should we even be here? Shouldn't we get back to the complex? And the complex isn't necessarily safer. Not anymore. What do you mean? The TRC's days are numbered. The whole place is gonna collapse soon. What? Why? How? World death is still going on, and it won't end until all of life on Earth is extinguished. It's only a matter of time until our little pocket of humanity runs out of resources and finally gives up the ghost. No way! There's just one thing that can save humanity from the effects of world death and give us a brighter future. And that's whatever's in the defense room of this academy, or so Nigo said. It can save us from world death? How can there be a thing that stops the will of the Earth from wanting to kill itself? That better be some fucking hella strong antidepressants for it to stop that. But what is it? What is the school here to protect? Perchance it is a set of mystical artifacts that grant a single wish when brought together? Or maybe it's just one and we have to set out on a journey across the universe to collect the others. A grand tour, if you will? What, you think you just asked the Eternal Dragon to bring everyone back? Give it the program, Grandma. It's all about permadeath these days. Once you're gone, you're gone. Nay, morbid stories where everyone dies are even more out of date. In trying times, people need something more uplifting. We need to have this discussion somewhere else. Unfortunately, Nigo didn't have the clearance to actually tell us what was in the defense room. How coincidence. Said it had to remain secret so the enemy didn't get wind of it. But there's one thing he was very clear on. Whatever this thing is, it's humanity's last hope. That sounds ominous. And we're fairly certain that something is going to happen on our 100th day here. Something going to activate or awaken something. At any rate, that's what will deliver humanity from world death. We will be able to live and thrive on the surface again. All we have to do is make it to day 100. Nobody said it's our last hope, but last chance might be more appropriate. If we mess it up, mankind is done for. Our last chance. And the invaders are trying to stop this world-saving event from happening? Yes, the invaders are another thing we didn't get that many details on. But judging what we have been told, we come to a conclusion of our own. The invaders are world death itself. Like something summoned by a curse? The Earth must have given birth to them and to further advance world death and the eradication of all life on the planet. You've seen the way they fight. It's not such a stretch, is it? And it would explain why they're so fixated on destroying the school. So they're not actually an invading force so much as manifestations of the planet's will? Then the Earth itself is the final boss here? Are we supposed to deal with that? Things have gotten really heavy, huh? I'm sorry to get nervous again. Now do you see why it's so important that we protect whatever's in the defense room from the invaders? You haven't been exaggerating. Humanity's future really does depend on us. The hopes and dreams of all mankind rest on our shoulders. We can't let them down. If we lose here, it's all over. So that's how it is. There you have it. A comprehensive summary of the situation. That's why we must strive for nothing less than total victory. Why are you looking so pleased with yourself? You didn't contribute to that comprehensive summary at all, you glory-hogging chowderhead. Forgive me, that was never my intent. If you want forgiveness, strip down and bear contrition for all to see. Well, leave those ridiculous sneakers on. You'll look even more exposed that way. Why the sudden fixation on getting me naked, Lady Kurata? If everything you told us is true, then yes, we do understand now. We finally know why this war is we finally know what this war is all about and how important it is. Better late than never, I guess. It explains the difference in the two groups' aptitudes as well. There's no one who knows me and the other have such strong sense of duty. Us on the other hand, Syria was killed before we could hear about any of this. We just been fighting for our own reasons, our own disorganized way. Damn, I wish we'd known this sooner. I'm even more fired up now. Fighting to save people, that's one thing, but saving all of humanity, that's a whole nother level. Pull this off, we'll be heroes. We'll probably get a reward and everything. I mean, if we save all mankind from destruction, no one's gonna begrudge us a couple of million yen here or there, right? I knew whatever's going on here was serious, but I never thought it'd be this bad. I might have been better off not knowing. Okay, I'm expecting Ima to say some fucking dumbass shit. I still think the people in charge are crazy for sending an unremarkable nematode like me, but since I'm here, I guess I should give it my all too. Don't worry, as long as we work together, we can overcome everything, even world death. Everyone's sounding a lot more motivated now. And here comes fucking Ima, right? Here comes fucking Ima to ruin the mood. I'm expecting it. We're still missing a lot of details, but it's enough for us to start presenting a more unified front. This doesn't feel like some random war we were forced into anymore. It's so much more than that. Okay, some of us are taking it better than others. It is a lot to take in after all. Of course, fucking Ima. Sorry to be the fly on your ointment, but I still have some reservations. Now more than ever, I have to wonder, is this mission so important? Why entrust it to a bunch of random teenagers? I'm sorry, I can't answer that. Nigo didn't seem to know anything about the selection process. Maybe there's a clue in the dreams Shoma's been having. The ones about us being experimented on in that place? Kamura General Hospital, was it? Interesting idea. Too bad it's not really enough to go on. I'm sorry my peanut kernel of a brain can only handle so much. What'd you think, Ima Kako? Does it always make you want to fight like the rest of us? Us? Fight? Yeah. He made his future on the line, you know. Mr. Yakushiji, I think you need to get your hearing checked. I've already made my position quite clear. I don't care about humanity. I don't care about what happens to the complex or to the planet for that matter. I've got no real reason to get involved, so we'll just leave the fighting to you. Isn't that right, sister dearest? But if it's to defend all of mankind, then... See? My dear sister agrees. She didn't even... He was not even listening to his own sister. Let the girl talk for herself, man. If that's all, we'll be leaving now. I haven't had breakfast yet, and I'm positively famished. Good luck with the whole saving the world thing, everyone. Nonchalant as ever, Ima turned left, and Ima turned and left, dragging Kako along with her. Okay, something's seriously wrong with the Wonder Twins over there. How can they remain so detached from everything? They're like two self-possessed peas in a pod. Still cute, though. The young people today have no notion of social responsibility, but fear not, the holy Jumanji sword and I will beat some sense into them. Need them, Kyoshika. Trying to force them will only push them away further. That's just the way they are. There's not a lot we can do about it. You okay, Edo? It'll be fine. This long discussion is starting to take its toll on me, after all. You've been talking for a while now. Maybe you should end the meeting here and give everyone some time to process this information? Yeah, I think that's a good idea. It'll probably be short-circuited if she has to listen anymore. Everyone seemed to agree with the sentiment, so we decided to go back to our rooms for the time being. What a way to start the day. I have a feeling this will do wonders for our morale, though. Protecting the school means putting a stop to world death. It means bringing hope back to a dying world. We may not know why we were chosen for this mission, but that doesn't change what we need to do. I'll keep fighting for the good of humanity, for everyone back at the complex, and for Karuo. Now that's settled, what should I do for the rest of the day? I don't really feel like sitting around doing nothing right now. Don't you remember you have to talk to Nozomi? You forget already? Well, we could talk to Yugamu. I'll talk to Yugamu. Alchemy, do you want to do a little cooking with me? As long as you keep knives away from me. I'm shocked you can cook. Despite how I look, I have a rather domestic side. Maybe I should be a house husband in the future. I kid, of course. This is actually more like training than cooking. I'm working on my poisoning technique. Poisoning? Mixing poison into delicious food and leading my target to their eternal rest. A pro assassin must be well versed in the art of cooking. Oh right, he's an assassin. I wish he wouldn't do assassin training at school. After spending time together, you understand Yugamu better now. It seems kind of dumb of Siri not to tell us about world death. That would have convinced some of the... I think he would have told them about world death before he died. Why is he in the bathroom? What? Chomo, what are you doing in here? Chomo, why are you so out of breath? Are you feeling okay? Yeah, I was just cleaning the bathroom. I was fighting a stubborn stain and I ended up completely drenched in sweat. Have you been the one cleaning the bathrooms? Yeah, cleaning toilets is a job for a nobody, so I figured it only makes sense that I do it. As someone at the absolute bottom layer of society. Come on, that's not right. We should all pitch in. It's okay. It's the only thing I'll be of any use to you. Besides, the bathroom is a place for a fitting turd like me to end my days. Okay.
Ah.
I thought you were doing better, Shoma. I made a vow to myself to help with cleaning the bathroom starting today. Experience unlock the keyword #clean.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
The day's already over, and just like the announcement says, we got no idea when the next attack might be. But when it does come, I'll be ready. I'll fight with all my might to protect the school. Guess I'll call it a night, getting enough rest is part of being prepared, too. I lay in bed, closed my eyes, and within a few minutes, found myself drifting into a deep sleep. When's the purple flame guy gonna come back? I kinda miss seeing him.
Hey, Karuha?
Yeah? What is it?
Could you help me out with this question? You know I suck at math.
If I just give you the answer, you'll never learn.
No fair.
It's your own fault for leaving all your homework until the last day of summer.
What are you even doing here then? Can't you go read at home?
Your mom asked me to keep an eye on you and make sure you weren't goofing off.
So, I'm basically a prisoner in my own room.
Yup. Now, do a good job and earn that parole.
What's that book you're reading anyway? Looks old.
It's about the world outside the complex.
That again?
Well, it's interesting. Don't you ever wonder what it's like out there? What it was like in the olden days? Reading these old books, I feel like I can imagine it. It gives me a connection to those people who lived under the open sky all those hundreds of years ago. At least, when I can find them, it does. Most libraries don't even stock them anymore. I must have read this book a million times already.
Most people aren't interested in that stuff. The outside world's a scary place.
No, I think there's more to it than that. The people in charge are probably covering it up. They don't want us to learn too much about the outside world in case it makes us want to leave.
You're a conspiracy theorist now? Give it a rest.
Seriously though, I'd love to see it for myself someday, even if just for a little while. I want to see the sky and the stars and the moon with my own eyes. This book says they're so pretty, people held parties just to look at them.
Moon? What's that?
A big chunk of rock that floats around the Earth. It's close enough that it looks like it's right above your head. And it's got a pale glow that lights up the night.
Right above your head? What if it falls on us?
Nah, that'll never happen. Besides, don't you have other things to worry about? If you don't finish on time, your mom will take away your video games, you know?
Oh, I almost forgot about that. Why does math have to be so hard?
Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 47th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
How ironic. I never felt any interest in the outside world, but I'm the one who ended up here. I wonder how many people in the complex have ever thought about leaving. Would they even want to live on the surface again? I can't speak for everyone else, but Kadoa would love it, that's for sure. If we can make it through these 100 days, we can make that happen, right? What would life be like for us then? I can't even imagine it. No use worrying about it now. I have to actually make it through this war first. As for today, I'm going to start going to the cafeteria. Or as for today, I'm going to start going to the cafeteria. I'm pretty hungry. Oh, Yagama's outside. Hello, Yagama. Heyo, Takumi. I was thinking, since we're friends now and all, how'd you like to throw away your humanity and get on my experiments? It'll only hurt for a second.
Hey!
I told you I'm perfectly happy the way I am. Good morning, Takumi. On your way to the cafeteria? Yeah, and hey, thanks for telling us all that stuff yesterday. I'm sorry it took us so long. I just wish we knew more about world death. Niku never went into much detail with us. We know it caused a lot of natural disasters, but could the undying flames be a side effect of it too? Maybe they're effective at keeping the invaders out because they came from the same source, but that's just speculation on my part. It would make a kind of sense of it. That's what it... If that was it, though. Thanks. Well, I better get going. I'll see you later. Oh. Those of me might not be as cautious... Sorry. Those of you might not be as cautious around me as she used to be, but there's still a sense of distance between us. I don't think we're at the stage where I can start asking her about Kadoa in parallel universes just yet. No, we're not split down the middle anymore, it looks like. The cafeteria was more full than it had been in a while. Main campus and second campus, fighters and non-fighters. They were all here. Sure is busy today. It's kind of nice to see everyone together like this, though. Almost like we're a real class. No offense, but if I had to go to school with these weirdos, I'd never make it to graduation. Don't worry, Gaku. You're less of a classmate and more of a slave who happened to come in through the wrong door. What kind of school would keep slaves on its grounds? Kakeguri. Any other ones? No, probably just Kakeguri. I think we'd make a great class. All these strong personalities make it more interesting. Wouldn't you say so, Takumi? Yeah, maybe. Just when I feel I'm starting to get used to Nozomi, I dream about Kadoa, and now I'm uncomfortable all over again. We learned a lot about world death yesterday, but I'm still no closer to figuring out the connection between those two. Hey, I thought you guys had morning training around this time. You taking a break today? Yes, we can always train a little later. It's worth it to get to talk to everyone. I, for one, welcome the change. Just spending a little time as a group in the mornings is sure to bring us all closer together. That stinks! Shut up, Ima. What? Oh, no. Not whatever vapid inspirational statement you were about to make, Mr. Atsuki. I mean, there's an actual weird smell in the air. It's like rotting fruit and armpit sweat. Wait! That's my curry you're talking about. You're gonna ruin everybody's first impression of it. Wait, you made curry? Well, you look so pathetic when you said how much you wanted to eat it again. I couldn't help myself. Huh? Wait here, I'll go get it. Kara skipped away and returned with a plate of curry, which she set down in front of Gaku. Prepare your taste buds for the ride of your life, courtesy of the Osuzuki family recipe. I expect you to eat it all, even the plate. I'm not eating the plate. Besides, curry is way too heavy for breakfast. Oh, and you unrefined little mole rat. Oh, you unrefined little mole rat. What is it like to live so totally unaware of the world around you? I have adjusted the flavor to make it more suitable for a morning meal. Now hold on to your app because this is going to send you to an orbit. Come on, I bet it's not that great. Despite his protest, Gaku scooped up a spoonful of curry and brought it self-consciously to his mouth.
This is amazing!
What the fuck kind of face is that? The taste seems mild at first, but then you realize it doesn't need to flaunt off its spiciness. It just lets itself spread throughout your mouth subtly, demurely. But then the aftertaste hits you like it's like a fireworks display of flavors, sweet and savory, bursting in one after another, perfectly balanced, so neither overpowers the other. The more you eat, the stronger the spicy it gets until your tongue is tingling with delight. The contrast it creates, the simple hold on. I was trying to do like those food anime does it with like the exaggerated expressions. I messed it up. The contrast it creates with the simple wholesomeness of the rice is sublime. And don't even get me started on the texture. The sauce is so creamy. The meat is so tender. I can't stop eating. My body is desperate for more. Slow down. I can't keep up with all this information. This dish is the ultimate evolution of culinary achievement. Bow down before its superior pedigree. Yes, ma'am. It's really all that? Hey man, let me try some. Just one bite. Me too. How much curry you guys think is a lethal dose? Back off! This thing's mine! Thieves, all of you! Will take my precious from me. No one can resist the allure of the Osuzuki curry. Very well. You may all partake in my family's gift to the curry lovers of the world. Form an orderly line there. Is it going to be like this every morning from now on? Let them have their fun. A little camaraderie might help improve their teamwork. I guess you're right. You mind if I ask you something? In front of people? And even in front of the guy that actively flirts with you, Ado? Everybody? What is it? When you were a kid, did you want to see the outside? Did you want to see the world outside the complex? Did you ever think about that kind of thing? Yes, actually. I thought about it quite a lot. I thought it'd be great to see with my own eyes, even if it was only for a little while. Granted, now that I'm here, it's not exactly what I was expecting. Hi, Kaya? Or Kia Tech. I hope you're doing well today. Granted, now that I'm here, it's not exactly what I was expecting. Huh? The lively mood lasted all throughout breakfast. Eventually, the group dispersed and I headed back to my room. Anytime I talk to Nozomi, it just raises more questions about her and Kadoa. I was here 2 months ago whenever on the Pixelmon stream. Oh, okay. I hope you've been doing well. Sometimes it feels like their personalities are completely different, but then those people will come out with something I've heard Kadoa say before, practically word for word. Are they really parallel versions of themselves? I seriously can't think of anything else that would explain it. Ugh, no use racking my brain about this. I'll try to talk to her more later. In the meantime, what should I do today? We're playing a game called the 100 Line Last Defense Academy. Let's talk to Ado. I guess we'll talk to future boyfriend Ado.
Oh.
Takumi, do you think we could bring the rational Bannock back to the TRC with us? Why? If we had this machine, everyone would be able to eat delicious meals every day. We can't keep such convenient technology all to ourselves. We need to find a way to take this back for the betterment of society. Ado's always thinking of others. I could really stand to learn from his thoughtfulness. Your experience unlocked the keyword handy. More free time. Who should we talk to? I don't want to talk to Shola. Ooh, let's talk to Kadoa, I guess. Oh, wait. Now we're here. Alright, we need to level up our math, that's right. Let's not talk to Kadoa. Or Kurara. Let's read a book.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
Huh?
Made through another day. Our last battle was still pretty decent. There probably won't be another for a while. For 3 days until day 50. This is the invaders we're talking about. They don't do predictable. I'd rather rest up for whatever tomorrow brings. I fell asleep surprisingly easy that night. Compared to when I first got here, the absurdity of the situation and the overhanging threat of enemy attacks didn't bother me nearly as much as it used to. Maybe I was getting used to the place, but was that a good thing?
Up and out of troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 48th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
Huh?
Morning already, better head to the cafeteria. There are multiple people outside. Darmy. I can't take it anymore. Everyone's gotten over their differences and they're all getting along better than ever. I can't even kill myself to spice things up. I just come right back. I just come right back again. It would be better if I did die for real. No one needs poor old Darmy anymore. I'm so emotionally exhausted. All I can do is cry. I think I'd rather not get involved in whatever her dad is. She probably just needs to get out of her system. Taco again. What's up? Why am I not allowed to talk to the others I want to make friends to? He's not allowing her to talk to anybody? What a dick!
Huh?
Huh? I want to come out of my shell. I want to change. Still mumbling to herself, Kako wandered off towards the cafeteria. Any favorite characters so far? Tsubasa. Tsubasa, number 1. Takemaru, number 2. Eido's number 3. Those are my top 3. Tsubasa, Takemaru, and Eido. Honestly, I think those are the only good characters. When I got to the cafeteria, everyone else was already there, chatting pleasantly over their morning meal. So, Shoma, I've been wondering, what actually powers your robot suit? What's the structure of the mechanical parts like? I think it runs on hemoanima and... Sorry, I don't really know much about how it all fits together. Maybe you can summon it for me sometime? I'd love to take a closer look at it. Tsubasa, please, you shouldn't get so close. My body odor is hazardous to the health of everyone around me, especially girls. I bet it's not that bad. It's not, is it? Is this the price of your powers, Sir Shona? Did you have to make a vow to never allow yourself to be touched by a woman unless she bests you in a fair battle? But in the midst of all that merriment, two figures remained steadfastly silent. Kako and Ima. They're awfully quiet today, even for them. I started towards Ima and Kako, but before I could reach him, another voice called out to me. Takumi, do you have a minute? It's important. No. Not really. And I don't want you to ask me out right now, Eido. What do you want? What's up, Eido? It's about what we discussed before. You know, my theory about how we all got here. Oh, did you find anything new? Not exactly. I know this will sound weird in light of what I said before, but I don't think we're dealing with parallel universe after all. Huh? After we learned about world death yesterday, I did a lot of thinking. We're here fighting the invaders to make it safe for the remnants of humanity to move out of the Tokyo residential complex, right? So the complex and the academy don't exist in different worlds like we originally thought. It's just that one is on the surface, and while the other is underground. When you think about it that way, the idea that we've been transported to a parallel universe starts to look less credible than it did before. One more thing. I've been asking everyone about their lives in the complex, trying to build up a more complete picture. If we really were in a parallel universe now, it wouldn't be out of the question for some of us to have originally come from different versions of the TRC. As far as I can tell, our accounts line up perfectly. There's no doubt that we all came from the same place. Okay, but there's still stuff we can't explain, right? Stuff that supported a parallel universe theory? You mean the connection between Nozomi and your old friend Kadoa? I'm afraid I'm no closer to solving that mystery. Right now, I can only assume that their likeness to each other is a coincidence, or that they're the same person. Everything's gone wrong with her memory. Those are our options now. There's no way this is just a coincidence. In that case, when you say something gone wrong, do you mean? Hey, you two. What are you whispering about over here? Huh? Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. That's right. We're just having a normal conversation. Nothing suspicious here. You know, saying that only makes you seem more suspicious, right? Anyway, this is all completely normal conversation that has given me an appetite. Let's dig in! Yes, my thoughts exactly. Ada and I gave our attention wholeheartedly to our food in a vain attempt to draw Nozomi off our trail. Feeling bloated from scarfing out so quickly, I went back to my room and let my stomach settle. Yeah. Now that I think about it, Ado's probably right. Knowing what we know now, there's no reason to think our residential complex exists in a different world from this one. But then, how do we explain Nozomi and Karawa? Coincidence? Amnesia? Even if we do fit on one of those explanations, how are we supposed to prove it? If I ask Nozomi about it directly, only put her on the back foot again. She's finally started just getting comfortable around me. I don't want to jeopardize that. To get like this, it's hard to think about anything else. I'm starting to wish Ado never shared his theory with me in the first place. I need to do something to take my mind off this. How should I spend my free time today? Have we already done all of Tsubasa's? We'll check. Hey, talk to me. Can I talk to you about something? What's up? Can you help me kidnap Takemaru? I mean, you don't need to ask me twice. Where would you like to take him? Kidnap? Why would we do something like... Why would we do something that insane? Are you guys fighting? No, everything's good between us. This is just about my curiosity as a mechanic. What do you mean? She wants to investigate his motorcycle. This cloth flipping his motorcycle, right? A pretty incredible run, too. Any mechanic will be curious after seeing a feat of engineering like that. But Takemaru won't let me anywhere near it. He's like, the bike is a part of me. I ain't gonna let no girl mess with it. Jeez, I'm so sick of his tough guy act. I'm sure he's just embarrassed. He's more shy than he looks. My only option now is to kidnap him. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get my hands on his bike. Hey, calm down, would you? After that, I frantically tried to dissuade Tsubasa from her plan. Tsubasa's so entertaining. I have yet to have a negative feeling about Tsubasa at all. Tsubasa's just the character of the game. She kind of loses herself when it comes to vehicles and machines. Your experience unlocked the keyword vehicle. Who can we talk to? We got Yugamu, we got Takemaru, and we got Shoma. Talk to Takemaru. Hey, Takemaru. You here to use the Githomatic too? Ah! Oh, sorry. I came to make some underwear with the Githomatic. Some shiny leopard print briefs. Leopard print? As adorable as you are, Takemaru, you have some strange tastes. Leopard print? That's quite the statement piece, don't you think? Why is Takemi blushing? Suits me just fine. You think I go around wearing lame-ass tidy whities? Your man's gotta serve some dominance from the groin out. He ain't got no spirit otherwise. Your experience unlocked the keyword sexy. Why?
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
Another day gone. Time sure flies when we're not fighting. Now that I'm alone, though, I can't help coming back to the Nozomi Kadara issue. I need to stop thinking about this. There's nothing I can do about it for now. I got into bed with difficulty, cleared my mind. I didn't want to lose sleep over this problem if I couldn't help it. And so the curtain fell on my 48th day at Last Defense Academy. Are you ever gonna get an answer on Hiriko? I feel like everybody just forgot about Hiriko.
Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 49th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy! Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the
violent barbaric enemy! Everyone's probably meeting up in the cafeteria. I should get going too. Ima's outside. Going on now. Ah, Mr. Sumino, perfect timing. Can I give you a message for the others? A message? What is it? My dear sister and I won't be coming to the cafeteria for a while. We decided to put some distance between ourselves and the rest of you. You mean you decided? You decided to put distance between. Well, actually, a more accurate description. You decided to isolate Kako from everybody else because you don't want her to separate from you because you want to keep the control you have over her. You saw that she was breaking away from you before, so you decided to make her stop coming to the cafeteria, to stop talking to anybody in general, and you're just being really controlling and manipulating. He's a terrible brother. He's sure to like you to leave us all alone. Huh? What do you mean? Your presence is having a pernicious influence on my dear sister, and I can't allow that. Nothing personal. Ima left, flashing me the same carefree smile as always. What the heck was that about? What's going on with those two? And why is he in her room? Oh, why is she in his room? So we need to get Kako away from Ima. The cafeteria was full like it had been the last few days. Kako and Ima were the only ones missing. Aren't the twins coming today? I don't know. Should I go check on them? I'd offer to do it, but I'm afraid deciding me so early in the morning would ruin their entire day. I saw Ima earlier. He's fine. Said he wants us to leave him and Kako alone for a while. Come to think of it, he told me the same thing. Wonder what's gotten into him. One thing about this, something about having a pernicious influence on his dear sister, right? Well, that's just rude. Accurate though. The walls are awfully thin around here, Kyoshika. I heard you and your sword going at it last night. That was a lie! I was being so careful. Nobody could have hurt me. You realize you just admitted you were up to something, right? Well, it's not like Ima's treating us like dirt is anything new. I say leave him be. Nothing any of us say is going to convince him to fight anyway. He's never isolated himself in Kako like this before, though. I think I better ask him about it next time I see him. Alright, good luck with that. Putting aside our concerns about the Tsukumo twins, we continued our breakfast without further incident. Petition to kill Ima. I would if we could. I wish. After a while, I decided to head back to my room. Even if things are quiet now, I should let my guard down. I have to be ready for the next attack whenever it does come. The jokes with the samurai girl is getting really tiring. At this point, I kind of just blocked it out. Yeah, those two up there. We can talk to Tsubasa or Ada. Oh, we can only talk to Tsubasa or Ada. Okay, we'll talk to Tsubasa. Akemi, can I talk to you about something? You want to kidnap Takemaru again? Or is it Choma this time? I want to look at Takemaru's Hemo-Anima, but he won't let me near it. I'm so sick of this Tuck guy act. Boss seems highly interested in his motorcycle. After spending some time together, you understand Subasu better now. My report card wish list been updated? Like technology went up just by talking to her? Oh, we can talk to Kyoshika. I'm a little curious. Let's talk to Kyoshika. You're not talking to Kaku. Hello, Sir Takumi. Would you like to eat some snacks with me?
Huh.
For thee, this cafeteria rocks. It's a dream to have unlimited access to Anmitsu. When I lived alone in the mountains with my grandpa, I was only rarely permitted to eat sweets. It must have been hard living in the mountains like that. I don't imagine you have a lot of convenience stores around. Forget convenience stores, we don't have a supermarket or schools or anything at all. We fend out for ourselves except for whenever traveling salespeople would drop by. Naturally, that meant no Anmitsu or any such thing. Whenever I wanted a sweet treat, I would suckle on nectar of the nearby flowers. Wow, that's unfathomable to me. I'd often accidentally sip on the poisonous one, then I'd foam at the mouth and pass out. Often? How's she not dead? She must have developed a poison immunity. I enjoyed the cafeteria's Animitsu as I listened to Kyoshika's survival stories. Your experience unlocked the keyword sweet. That explains the brain damage. That does explain a little why she's so stupid.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
Looks like we made it through another day. It's almost the 50th day at Last Defense Academy. I get the feeling things won't stay peaceful for much longer. I looked up suddenly, startled out of my thoughts. Nothing really happened, but I sensed something. Within my imagination, there's someone just outside my door. Who is it? Is it the fire guy? No, he would just appear in my room. I cautiously opened the door, wondering why whoever it was didn't knock or ring the bell, but when I got outside, there was nobody there. Guess I was just imagining it. I felt so sure, though. Oh, and it's raining, too. It's really coming down hard. Raindrops are pelting the rooftops around me, producing a relentless rhythmic beat. Rhythmic beat. What? I can't. Never mind.
I probably mistook this sound for footsteps or something. Yeah, that must be it. Oh, seriously. This rain stuff is nothing but trouble. I'm gonna get soaked standing out here.
I turned around to go back inside, but felt myself gazing up at the sky. That big rock again. Weird, it looks bigger than it was before. Hi, Clay! Thank you for the 23 months, Clay. You finally back from the woods? A wild Clay appears. That big rock again. Weird, it looks bigger than before. Does it change from day to day? Maybe it's just a trick of the light and the rain.
I want to see the sky and the stars and the moon with my own eyes. This book says they're so pretty, people held parties just to look at them.
Moon? What's that?
A big chunk of rock that floats around the earth. It's close enough that it looks like it's right above your head.
Guess that must be the one that Karo wanted to see so badly.
Hmm?
What the?
What's that? It looks like there's something mechanical on the surface.
You can't just drop this randomly, game. What the hell? That's not normal.
What's that all about? I thought the moon was meant to be just a hunk of rock.
That's the blank.
You again? When did you...
It's him again, and he's closer. He's trying to tell me something, just like before. Still, I can't hear
Never
anything.
mind that. I'm not letting you get away this time. Everything that's happened to us is your fault. Sirei being killed, Hiroko going missing.
He's still putting the blame on him? You don't know that! Talk to me. Stop. Be smarter.
You were behind all of it, weren't you? What are you? One of the commanders? You know what? Save it. You can explain yourself once I know you're not going anywhere.
Just as I lunge forward to grapple the fiery invader, he thinks he can touch him? There was a sound like the sky ripping apart and a blinding flash of light. I was so surprised that my whole body tensed up. My foot came down on the slick ground at a weird angle and I lost my balance. The next thing I knew, well, nothing. I totally blacked. He is really prone to blacking out at very important moments, isn't he? It's because of you we can't get any important lore talk to me.
Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 50th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. That's right, folks, you're halfway there, like a lizard on a chair.
We're halfway there. Yay! Day 50.
You're stepped in blood so far. Returning would be as tedious as to go o'er. There's no turning back now! In honor of the occasion, I've unlocked the courtyard. It's the perfect place to enjoy a moment of quiet contemplation. I've also prepared a special gift for each and every one of you brave soldiers. I'll give them to you in person, so come find me in the cafeteria.
We won't be getting those gifts. Because he's dead! Bro fell knocked out and was... He was just outside the entire time? I came to lying on the cold hard surface of the school rooftop. Was I dreaming? No, my back was aching so badly for this to be anything but real. For a moment I can't remember how I got there. You wanna know how you fell unconscious on top of the rooftop? Because you're fucking stupid, that's why. He tried to grab someone who you're not even entirely sure is causing all of this. This person might be an ally and you're just falsely accusing them of things that you don't know that they're causing. Like, I'm pretty sure this guy is completely innocent. Takami's just being fucking stupid. You wanna know how you were unconscious on the roof talking to me? Because you're fucking stupid. You slipped on a little puddle and you somehow knocked yourself out. That's your own fucking fault, talking to me. He didn't attack you. How me! This is the worst protagonist I've ever seen in my entire life. What was that weird technique he used? It looked like the whole sky lit up for a second, and then he didn't do anything, Takumi. You're blowing this way out of proportion. You're putting the blame on him because you don't have anybody else to blame it on. Even though I know for a fact that you're completely wrong. We don't even have any evidence that this guy is an enemy. I'm just fully convinced that he's an ally, and Takumi's just being a dick and putting all the blame on him for no reason. So I'm fully convinced that the fiery guy is an ally and Takumi's just being an asshole. The guy's been trying to help him this entire time. I'm pretty sure that fire guy's just been trying to help him, but he can't. But he doesn't. If they were an enemy, Takumi would just die from the fire. Exactly. He can't even touch the... He knows he can't touch the fire, and he tried to grapple him to the ground. Is he stupid? He has never seen thunder before, so they just assumed it was his fault. Alright, it was raining. It probably was just a thunderstorm. He'd never heard of thunder before? Cardua never told him about thunder and lightning from the rain? Are you alright, Takumi? What are you doing out here? Oh, hey, Ado. That was some weather we had last night, huh? I've never seen lightning before. Lightning? A discharge of electricity from storm clouds. It happens here on the outside world from time to time. You've probably heard of the thunder. That's the sound of it hitting the ground. That's enough force, and there's enough force in each strike to cause instant death. Instant death? That's what I said. Or that's what I read, anyway. Lightning is rare when it comes... But when it happens, it's swift and deadly. Honestly, with such dangerous natural phenomena to deal with, it's hard to believe humanity survived out here as long as they did. Wait, natural phenomena? So, all that was just natural? It wasn't an attack? But then why did I... 'Cause you're stupid. Are you sure you're feeling alright, Takumi? You look pale. Maybe you should get some rest. I can bring you your breakfast if you like. He's already doing boyfriend duties, bringing me my breakfast when I'm not feeling well. I might just have to accept it, chat. I think Ado's slowly becoming our boyfriend. I don't mind taking the trip twice for you. That's what friends are for, right? I think that's a little more than friends, Ado. I think that's a little more than friends, Ado. Hey, it's normal for the homies to kiss every now and then, right, chat? Do you kiss your homies on the lips often? No, I'm fine. I just need a minute. I'll see you in the cafeteria. Okay, but let me know if there's anything I can do for you. With a reluctant smile, Ado went on ahead. If that lightning flash wasn't something the invader did, why did I end up passing out till morning? It is mandatory to kiss your homies goodnight. How did it happen again? I thought back to the events of last night. A lunge for the fiery invader. There was a flash of light, then a loud bang, and I was falling. Did I slip on the wet ground? Wet ground? I can't talk. I'm talking in baby speak, chat. Did I slip on the wet ground? I guess that would explain it. That would have left me completely defenseless, though. Why didn't the invader finish me off? ... Another mystery to add to the pile. I should let the others know about this. Crack your skull on the railing. I kind of wonder if he actually died and then they just put his body back where he passed out. If he was an invader, the alarms would have went off. So the fact that the alarms haven't gone off the 3 times he's been here proves that he's not an invader talking to me. Use your brain cells. I think he lost all his brain cells, actually. I think Takami's out of brain cells. Whatever brain cells he has left is just used for natural... Can you stop? Thank you. Whatever brain cells he has left is just used for talking and moving. He can't think anymore. When I got to the cafeteria, I found everyone discussing the new area that had opened up. The courtyard, right? Yeah, I saw it. Looks pretty nice, huh? Yeah, it's a little on the plain side, but I like that it's got a ton of space. Why are there cages? Are there cages there, though? I don't see any animals. The cage is that big, we could keep an invader or two. It'd be nice. I'd make it nice and comfy for them. I'm pretty sure an invasion happened every time the fire guy showed up, except this time. Invaders are enemies, not pets. Never mind that, where's my present? I was promised a special gift for being a brave soldier. Are you saying there's no gift? No, everything is lies, everything is lies. It's not like we can do... There's not much we can do about it. Siri isn't here anymore. What do you think he was gonna give us? He announced it made it sound pretty special. Doubtless it would be something to boost our morale and everything. And bring us some measure of joy, so perhaps. A new set of torture instruments. Collars with bombs in them. You two are the only ones who want something like that. No, I bet it was a big wad of cash. Just my luck to miss out on getting it. I hated to ruin the mood, but they needed to know. I raised my voice to make myself heard above the tumult.
Yeah.
Everyone, can I have your attention for a minute? There's something I need to... Well, there goes the invaders. Huh? Before I could go on, I was cut off by the blaring siren. The alarm. The invaders are back already. On day 50.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds. Defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
Seriously? There's usually more time between attacks than this. No fair springing another one on this early. I'm just gonna hurl. No matter how many times I hear the siren, it never gets any easier to deal with. What is going on with Coco? Coco's going crazy out there. Let's go, everyone. If invaders are attacking, there's only one thing for us to do. Come on, wash masses to the war room! Right, let's do this! Oh, I just noticed the twins aren't here. Alright, they wanted to go to their rooms. Everybody hurried out of the room, effectively putting the conversation on hold. Telling them about last night, can't wait. Defending the school comes first. That's all I have to focus on right now. Defeat the invaders, defend the school, save mankind. Excuse me. Maybe the firewall weakens every time the fire guy tries to communicate with the other students? Oh, maybe. That's a theory. I don't think he's actively causing the invasions. It might have something to do with his presence there weakens the fire, probably. Alright, everyone's here. Let's get out there and kick some ass. Wait a minute. I've been checking the security feed and something's not right. What you mean? Gamu pointing to the monitor.
There's no one there. I did a sweep of the whole perimeter, but the place is empty.
Hey, you're right. Where are the invaders? Ugh, don't tell me that was a false alarm.
Wouldn't be a false alarm.
They must be invisible. We'll have to, like, pelt them with bags of flour or something.
That's like the most normal thing that she has ever said this entire game.
Look, what's that? There.
Oh yeah, there's something. No, someone out there. Maybe a commander.
Is it here to go?
Coming out to face us all alone? I can't help but admire its courage.
I'm not so sure about that. Doesn't it look a little unsteady on its feet?
Is it here to go?
I'm pretty sure the security cameras have a zoom function. Here, I'll see if I can get a...
It's here to go. It's about to press a few buttons and the image on the screen zeroed on the strange figure, gradually showing more and more details. It's here to go. Please.
A wrestler?
Oh?
This one's not wearing a mask or nothing. Is that what the commanders look like underneath?
I don't recognize him. Is that Moko? The one that they said that was captured?
No, that's not a commander. It's Moko.
Huh?
It's Moko. She's come back to us.
How does she know where... How did she know where the academy was?
That's Moko?
Moko!
Yeah, how... Hold on, I got a lot of questions. I have a lot of questions. How did she escape? That's my first question. My second question is, did they let her escape to like lead them to the academy? My third question, how did she know where the academy was? Because I doubt she was given any information of where the academy was. She only knows where the second to last defense academy is. She doesn't know where the first to last defense academy is. And my fourth question, how the fuck did she go through the flames without dying? Without a fire extinguisher? We rushed outside where the girl had a collapse and carried her back to the school. There was still a vacant room on the roof, so we set her up. And I think this is a trap. I think she's an imposter. I think she's an imposter. I know they killed the one who hypnotized her, but they wouldn't just let her go just because she's now not hypnotized anymore. Like I'm pretty sure she was very deep within enemy lines, right? It's like she's not hurt too badly. I think she just passed out from exhaustion. That's a relief. I've got to say though, I'm surprised. This is really the girl you told us about before? Yes, this is Moko Mojiro, our friend, our ally, the one who saved our lives. She got brainwashed, Nozomi. She got brainwashed and was taken as a prisoner. She didn't sacrifice her life, she got brainwashed. And they just stopped attacking after that because they had one of you as a hostage. She stopped the invaders from destroying the second campus at the cost of being taken prisoner, right? I guess she must have found a way to escape. I always knew she'd be alright if the high school pro wrestling scene couldn't break her. What chance did the invaders have? So it's not just a costume, she's an actual wrestler. I wonder how she got through the wall of fire, though. Maybe she followed some invaders in. Or rather, she waited for them to make a hole in the wall, defeating them before they could use it, then went through herself. But there wasn't a hole in the wall. We saw it through the feed. There was no hole. She literally walked through the fire. But that would mean she defeated a whole squad by herself. Trust me, Moko could have done it. That would explain why she's so tired now, too. I think Nozomi is in major denial. I think Nozomi sees the ridiculousness of the situation, but she's so relieved to see her friend that she's in denial. It's a better theory than anything I could come up with. If Moko's that strong, having her on the team was going to do wonders for our morale. I was so worried I wanted to keep believing she'd be okay, but she was gone for so long. He suspects a random guy who's done nothing wrong but the extremely suspicious war prisoner who passed through fire. Yeah. Takumi does not have his priorities straight, it seems. Like this Moko girl means a lot to Nozomi. No, not just her. Igamu, Kyoshika, and Kurata clearly care about her too. They told me before that she saved their lives, but I never really got the full story. No, I know the full story. She got brainwashed and taken as prisoner. She didn't sacrifice her life. She got brainwashed by that one commander. Look, she's opening her eyes.
Moko, are you okay? Do you recognize me? It's me, Nozomi.
Nozomi? And some guy I don't know? You brought your boyfriend over to watch me sleep? So not cool!
Did you come here all the way from the invaders' base? All alone? Are you going to be okay?
Ah, I'm fine. You know me. They must have ripped the F section out of my dictionary, 'cause I don't know the meaning of the word fatigue. All this fatigue is really getting to me, though.
She knows the meaning of that word just fine.
Anyone got a moist towelette? My skin's gonna dry out if I don't take off my makeup before bed.
With the last nonsensical murmur about her skin, Moko closed her eyes and her head went limp. She's okay, just sleeping. She probably just needed more time to recover completely. I don't really trust this Moko person. I think it's a shapeshifter. Or something. Because no way she tanked through that fire. At least she's not in any serious danger. I'm sure she'll be fine once she gets some rest. And now that she's on school grounds, hopefully we can revive her if the worst happens. Hopefully it won't come to that, though. I hope so. Come on, let's give her some privacy. She won't like you watching her sleep, no matter how fascinating it is to you. Right. Nozomi and I quietly slipped out of Moko's room. Once we were outside, Nozomi heaved a sigh of relief. This is such a load off my mind. I can hardly believe Moko found her way back to us. I thought we'd be searching for her a lot longer. When have you been searching for her? Was this like a off-screen kind of thing that you guys have just been searching for her this entire time? Because you have never mentioned it once since being here. I always knew we'd get her back in the end, but I never expected it to be this easy. Let's hope this means our luck is starting to turn. Hey, about the battle when Moko got captured, what exactly happened back then? If it's okay with you, I'd like to hear more about how it all went down. That's fine. I guess I did skim over it before. Oh, just me? We're not gonna let everybody hear? When we first woke up at the academy, we were scared and confused. From what you've told me, it probably wasn't too different from how the others were here. But Moko took charge and stopped us from falling apart. That's the kind of person she is. Whenever we were feeling down, she always knew what to say to cheer us up. Her smile could really light up a room. Thanks to her, we learned to work as a real team. We never have made it this far if it weren't for her. I wish we had someone like that here. You did! And she died! You guys had here to go. Yo, you forgot about her, Takumi? Takumi's short-term memory at its work again. But it wasn't just her personality. She could pull her weight in battle and then some. She plowed through any enemies that got in her way. It was amazing. I even saw her suplex an invader the size of a train once. She's wrestling moves on invaders? That is amazing. But then on our 10th day at the academy, a huge swarm of invaders attacked. It was only our second real battle, and even with Moko's help, we were totally out of our league. On top of that, the invaders weren't attacking blindly. They had a strategy, and they executed it perfectly. What kind of strategy? They kept us busy with their main force on the north side of the school grounds while sending out strike teams to isolate and eliminate us one by one. We were still new to fighting, and even when we realized what was going on, we couldn't react to it in time. It didn't take them long to destroy the barrier.
Moko and I were the only ones left standing. Yugamu, Kurara, and Kyoshika were all dead. Even worse, a stray shot put our revival-matic out of commission, and Nigo, the only one who knew how to repair it, was captured.
What the fuck were y'all going through?
Really? Nigo?
If we couldn't get him back, those three would be gone forever. But I had my hands full just keeping the invaders away from the school. Right when I thought my strength was going to fail me, Moko made her move. She knew losing Nigo would mean losing any hope of bringing the others back, so she charged right into the invaders' main force to rescue him.
She took them all on. Alone.
Yes, and there were a lot of them. More than enough to rival any squad we've fought since.
I don't know if it was adrenaline or latent power or just desperation, but she somehow managed to make it to Nigo and throw him to safety. After that, though, she barely had any energy left, and that's when they captured her, huh? Nigo got the infirmary up and running and revived the others as fast as he could, but it was too late. The enemy was leaving, taking Moko with them. By the time we could fight again, they were already gone. The commander must have used its brainwashing arrows to make her come quietly. No wonder everyone in the second campus loved Moko so much. If it hadn't been for her, they really would have been wiped out. She must have known when she charged in that she wouldn't make it out again. She's just lucky they decided to take her as prisoner instead of killing her outright. Seeing her again, I can't help feeling emotional to do all that to escape and to find her way here on her own. She's so amazing. Yeah, there's really no other word for it. That's the part that bothers me, though. How? Finally! Finally, Takumi is asking some smart questions. Finally, someone questions, how did she escape and how did she find her way to the school? She didn't know about the other school. She didn't know where it was. Did she go to the second school first, find it was gone, and then somehow find her way back here? Like, and also we don't know how far away from the second school was to this one. How does she know the code? Wasn't there something about the revival-matic only working if they died within 15 minutes or something? That was why dying outside is so bad, since they would have to get the body back in time. I think they did say something about the 15 to 20 minute time limit for the revival-matic or something. Like, the revival-matic, they can only be revived within like a certain time period, right? And it's a really short time period. Thank you for the head pats. I guess I'll just have to ask her when she wakes up. But about damn time Takumi starts asking the right questions. Or somebody questioned it. How did she find her way to the school? She didn't know where the school was. And how did she escape? What happened? I need to know. Nozomi and I went our separate ways. I spent the rest of the day lounging around in my room. And that was day 50 at Last Defense Academy. We didn't fight any invaders, but we still had plenty to think about it. Where's Hideko? Is Hideko just gone? I don't want Hideko to just be gone.
Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine!
Hideko truly just up and disappeared. And she got back and you had to get and repair the Revive-O-Matic in less than 15 minutes. That seems insanely fast. I don't know the details.
Get ready for your 51st day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
Maybe it's cause Nigo and like Sire are like mechanics, so they could easily repair it using like whatever mechanic-y things that they have in their system. I don't know. Or maybe it wasn't that bad of like damage, so it would only be a quick fix, but they couldn't fix it until they got Nigo. I don't know. First things first, I should go to the cafeteria. Well, everyone except Ima and Kako. Takemaru's outside. Hi, Takemaru. I'm sorry. I have to apologize to Takemaru chat because I like Takemaru more than Edo, but I think Edo is basically forcing himself to be our boyfriend. So we're kind of cheating on Takemaru a little bit. So I'm sorry, Takemaru.
Hey!
Sup, Takumi? You pumped to start a new day? Another day defending humanity's future. I'm totally raring to go. Heck, I've always gotten fired up about helping people. It just ain't right to sit on the sidelines when you can make things better, you know? Appearances really can be deceiving. When I first met Takemaru, he seemed like a common street thug. But he's actually just a really nice guy, I think. Why is he so low-key judgmental? Alright, Shoma, what do you want? Make it quick. Hello, Takumi. Have you been to the courtyard yet? If you haven't, it's worth taking a look around it. The plants are really maintained, and there are even animal pens there. There's no animals in them right now, but they look like they'd be a nice place to live. And they're big enough you could even fit a person inside. Huh. How convenient that we have a whole suspicious person in their room right now. And we have a cage that can seemingly fit a whole person. Almost like we can hold someone prisoner. Someone we seemingly just met. Who coincidentally came on the day where the cage is unlocked for us. I see a plot point coming, chat. Maybe you've seen them already, but if that's the case, just ignore me. I'm sorry for being such an insufferable Buttinsky. But yeah, let me check out the courtyard. Oh, they are perfectly human-sized. Oh, we have 2 of them. Oh, that's not good. Built their cages over there. Are we meant to keep animals inside? They're too big for rabbits or guinea pigs. They actually look human-sized. The gaps between the bars are pretty narrow. It's not like there's not even enough space to reach a hand through. There's a nose here. Let's see. These cages are fitted with electromagnetic wave generators. They can be used to disable prisoners' powers and abilities. Prisoners' powers and abilities. Disable their powers. Does that include hemo ammo? Why would he need to lock anyone up in here, though? I think we can lock Darmy up in here. Darmy got all excited the other day when looking at this cage. She's the last person we should hand the key over to. Okay, was there anything else? There was a courtyard, and then... There's war room. Looking at rooms I don't remember. Defense room door. Leisure lounge, rec room, infirmary. Strange room. Oh, right, this one. Still don't know anything about this. Gym, parking lot, classroom, garage, metal shop, entrance hall. I haven't been inside the parking lot yet. School bus comes with a fire extinguisher so we can use it, go through the wall of fire. That's it. What's this gigantic drill used for? I think that was it. Cafeteria. Taco and Emo were in the cafeteria that morning. I expected that, but Nozomi was missing too. Are those peculiar siblings so screwing her company? It seems like it. They're spending all their time in Emo's room. I'm starting to worry about them. I don't think I want to know what they're doing in his room. Either way, I hate Emo even more. Whatever they're doing in there, I just hate Emo even more. What could they be doing in there all day? Probably something cliche and mundane like planning a suicide pact. There's nothing mundane about that. Brother and sister? Alone together? Perhaps they're... Nay, such a thing would be far too outrageous. Do I even want to know what you're imagining? Who needs them? No point in worrying too much. I haven't seen Nozomi this morning either. Is my pathetic presence repelling her? She's fine. Moko still hasn't woken up, so she decided to watch over her and make sure she's okay. Too bad for you, huh, Takumi? Huh? I wasn't... Oh, you're blushing. Don't try and hide it, man. I can read you like a book. You want to get up close and personal with Nozomi, right? Maybe wrap your arm or maybe wrap your hand around her heart and feel its warmth before it beats its last. Was that a threat? Was it meant to sound romantic? I seriously can't tell with you. Hi, young love. Why couldn't I have ended up in a killing game with someone with an itchy trigger finger? Don't sell yourself short, Darmy. You can't just throw your life away with the first encounter whoever takes an interest in you. Those one-night stabs might seem exciting, but there's so much more meaning in a committed relationship. One where you let your bloodlust grow over time. Trust me, your death has value. You need to trust it with respect. Gotta hand it to you. If you take out all the serial killer crap, it almost sounds like good advice. How is Moko doing? Even in the state she's in, I didn't think she'd stay unconscious this long. Why not kill her and fix her up that way? Surely you jest! Even if she can be revived, Lady Moko's still our friend. We will never willingly harm her. Even I don't want to offer that way. It'd be such a waste of a good target. You guys have to talk about death and killing so much? I'm just trying to eat. It is a lot to deal with first thing. I guess we can put this discussion on hold till later. Excuse me. I burped a little. After a while, we finished breakfast, left the cafeteria, and went back to our rooms for the time being. So Moko hasn't woken up since yesterday. Knows me, must be so worried. There's not much I can do for her directly, but maybe I can take some of the pressure off her in my own way. To do that, I need to be as ready as I can be for the next attack. Darmi's in the gym. Takemaru and Shoma's in the courtyard. Eido's in the library. You haven't talked to Kurata yet, so let's talk to Kurata, I guess. I don't believe this. It's unforgivable. Why is the decor in the school so cheap looking? It's so gaudy I could puke. It stinks like Nouveau Reach. I don't know. Enough! I can't take this anymore! Takumi! I command you to blow up the school immediately! Blow up? Have you lost your mind? Send this tacky school to hell where it belongs and build a castle worthy of my nobility! I'm going to set up the bombs, you help! I desperately tried to calm Kurata down, somehow getting her to give up on her plan. Are all rich people this delusionally self-absorbed? Elon Musk is, at least. Your experience unlocked the keyword celebrity. We got Eido there. Hello, Crimson. Let's talk to Eido. Hello, Eido. Rational matic conversation. Eido and I worked on the plan to bring the Rational Matic back to the TRC. After spending some time together, you and Eido... You understand Eido better now.
Heady soldiers.
Don't make me yawn! Ugh.
You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
Yawn, nighttime already. The day's gone pretty quick. Oh, with all the excitement of Moko showing up, I completely forgot. I was supposed to tell everyone about my encounter with the ghost boy the night before last. Never figured out what happened after I was knocked out. He could still be here in the school somewhere for all we know. If I'd start talking about that now, though, I'll probably only make everyone more confused. I was all to bring it up tomorrow morning instead. For now, it was late. I need to get some sleep. 52.
Up and Atom troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 52nd day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
You guys like tan Vana more than regular Vana. I don't want to look at you, chat. The superior Vana. Whoa! Hi, Raiders! Hello! Thank you so much for the raid, Crimson Ryu. I hope you guys had a wonderful stream. I'm Nirvana Tenchi. I'm a goddess VTuber. That guy, that little purple guy in the corner over there is Clump. He's our mascot. And we're playing the 100-line Last Defense Academy. Thank you so much for the raid, Crimson Ryu. I hope you had a wonderful stream. Where are you streaming? Also, it's totally okay if you need to, like, raid and run, if you need to go eat, or it's late, you need to sleep. Totally fine. I appreciate the raid and all the support nonetheless. The same game? What day are you on? I hate to spoil if you're further away from me. You can't say? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Then I'm assuming you're further from me. I won't ask any more questions then. But I hope you're enjoying the game. I'm enjoying the game. Can we all agree that Tsubasa's the best character? Can we all agree that Tsubasa is the best character in this game right now? Everybody else sucks. I'm a here go some. Yeah, I like Tsubasa is my top character for me. She's number 1. And I also like Takemaru and I also like Edo. So those are my top 3 characters. Everybody else I don't really like that much. Kyoshika's fine. Kyoshika's alright, you know. Darumi is okay. I kinda got used to whatever Darumi is. And then Yigamu's okay. I like Yigamu. Yigamu's cute too, but he's kind of crazy. But I like a little craziness sometimes. So I kind of just got used to him too. Tsubasa for the win. But thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. Okay, it's time to go to the cafeteria and tell everybody about what happened. Nozomi's outside. What's up, Nozomi? Milko's still unconscious. She was able to swallow liquids, and sometimes she seems like she's vaguely aware of her surroundings. I can't help but worry, though. I'm going to stay by her side until she's ready to wake up. That's going to be a lot of work. Remember to take care of yourself as well, okay? I know. I came back to change and freshen up, but I couldn't... But I should be getting back to Moko now. It's okay. Have a good rest if you guys are going to sleep and stuff. If Moko stays unconscious, the worst Nozomi is going to feel, I hope she wakes up soon. Anybody else in the hallways? Nope. To the cafeteria. If I was expecting a peaceful morning, those hopes were shattered the moment I got inside the cafeteria.
I told you! I've had enough!
Oh! She speaks? She speaks. Hi JJ's Pilot, thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had a good stream. Oh, you were also streaming 100 Line? Kako and Ima? They're actually here today? What's going on? What's up, Kako? Hey, Kako. Is something... what's up? Is something wrong? I can't take it anymore. I'm always doing what my brother tells me. Staying in his room all day. I've had enough of it. At this rate, we'll pass the whole 100 days just hiding, not doing anything useful. I don't want that. I want.
I want to fight too, just like everyone else.
You do? Well, it's about time. But hey, better late than never. Of course you can join the team. Let's 86 those invaders and save the world together.
Don't be so ridiculous. Who gives a rat's ass about the world?
Shut the fuck up, Ema. Let your sister fucking talk. I've had enough of your goddamn bullshit. I don't know what the fuck you were making her do in your room, but we've had enough of it. I've had enough. What was that? All of you, do you see what you've done? Are you proud of yourselves? All of your ridiculous talk of teamwork and fighting for a greater cause has poisoned my dear sister's mind. Nobody's poisoned me, brother dearest. Why are you always like this? You never let me do anything. You never even call me by my name. Do you have any idea how much I hate that sister dearest stuff? I know you don't want me to get hurt, but I can't go on like this anymore. Everyone is working so hard, putting their lives on the line, while we just keep ourselves safe.
If you want to be a coward, you can do it alone.
Oh? A coward? Sister dearest, why would you say such an awful thing to me? I'm sorry, but that's how I feel. How much longer is this family drama gonna go on? I'm falling asleep over here. Shush! Don't butt in! They need to work this out between the two of them. Brother dearest, please. For once, just listen to me. Let me do what I want. This is important. Let me fight.
Let me do something that matters. That's all I ask.
You're gonna fucking talk, Ema? Oh, well, this is a surprise. I don't think I've ever heard you speak so forcefully, sister dearest. You really are serious about this, aren't you? I guess there's only one other thing for me to do then. I'm kind of scared.
I have to punish you for stepping so far out of line and give you a thorough re-education.
Bro, are you doing this in public? What? Come along. Back to your room. You need a stern talking to. No, please. Come along, sister dearest. Do as your brother says. Ema grabbed Kako's hand and started dragging her towards the door before he could get there. That's enough. Give it a rest, man. Takimaru stepped to block their path. I don't care if you're her brother. You got no right to treat Kako like this. If you really love her, shouldn't you respect her opinion a little more? What did you say? What makes you think you have any right to decide what's best for my dear sister?
I have to protect her from herself, if necessary. Now, get out of my way!
Could he sound less threatening? He doesn't sound scary at all. He kind of just sounds like a little pansy. Ema moved too fast for me to follow. One moment he was reaching into his pocket. Oh, God. A baby Takimaru! The next he shoved something sharp and deadly looking into Takimaru's side.
Takimaru!
You piece of shit.
Where the hell did he get the knife?
It's your own fault for interfering. I am my dear sister's protector. Her rock, her guiding light, her everything. Her happiness is my responsibility and mine alone. She is what gives my life meaning. I would do anything to keep her safe. Any act of violence, or cowardice, or cruelty. Nothing is too extreme for me.
Takemaru! Takemaru fell to the floor, a red puddle spreading out beneath him. No freaking way! He straight up shipped him! There's so much blood. Kinda gets you in the mood, doesn't it? The killings have finally started! Come on, let's stop the bleeding! We can use the tablecloth for bandages. Someone help me tear it into strips! But if I touch anything, my total failure pathogen's gonna affect the wound. Never mind that, just do it! We all crowded around doing whatever we could to help our fallen friend. Wait a minute! The culprits escaped! Huh? Kurata's fight was right? While the rest of us were busy tending to Takemaru's injury, Ima had disappeared. Where'd Kako go? He taking Kako with him? Hey. They're both gone! Wasn't anyone watching the door? The coward! A true warrior would stay and face retribution for his actions! Look at all that blood. I'm about to start drooling. We can deal with those two later. Right now, Takemaru needs priority. I think he's passed out from losing so much blood. We should dress the wound and get him somewhere he can rest. There's no rush. If he dies, we can take him to the infirmary and bring him back. We still have to try saving. We still have to try to save him. Someone help me with his legs. We did our best to get Takemaru patched up. Then Edo, Yugamugaku, and I carried him back to his room. Oh, his room is surprisingly low-key. Honestly. All he has is a couple flags. I thought we'd have a lot more stuff in here. Alright, lower him down gently. Huh? Right. Once we got him into the bed, we thought the hard part was over, but we were wrong. Takemaru's eyes flew open and immediately tried to get back up. Son of a bitch! Where is he? I'm gonna tear him limb for fucking limb! Stop moving! You're gonna make it worse. You need rest. This is just a scratch. Barely even hurts. You're not fooling anyone, man. He cut you open. Of course it hurts. Bringing you back to full health with the revival matic always an option. What do you say? I can make it quick. Don't give me that. Dying in battle is one thing, but I'll be damned if I'm gonna let something like this do me in. Of course, death isn't something to be treated lightly, even if we had the option of bringing people back. If that's the case, you had to stay here and rest until your wounds healed. Don't tell me what to do! I can just get up and... See what I tell you. Damn it. I'll get that little bastard for this. Nobody pulls a knife on Takemaru Yakushiji and gets away with it. You guys hear that? He was mine! Sorry. Don't go past any vigilante justice until I'm back on my feet. Yeah, sure. Not like I was gonna go after him anyway. I just don't understand. Why would he do something like this to a friend? He's always been protective of Kako, but this is taking it to another level. That was kind of some yandere shit right there. A syscon with a yandere twist. Damn it to hell when I get my hands on him! Why'd it have to be Takemaru he lashed out at? Things are only gonna get worse from here. He spent the rest of the day tending to Takemaru, forcing him to back down whenever he tried to get up. Eventually, he fell asleep and we finally felt confident leaving him alone. It was pretty late by the time I got back to my room. They're just gonna go back to their rooms when they know full well that there's just a guy with a random knife on his person that he could attack anyone else at any time. He could attack Ado next, for all we know. What a day. Definitely didn't have enough on our plate with Moko's condition. Now we have to worry about Ima going postal on us too. He's really gone too far this time. What was he thinking? What was that? As I looked absently around my room, I caught sight of something that hadn't been there before. Come on. Come on. There it is. Paper scrap. There's a scrap of paper by the door. How did this get here? Is some kind of note? Did someone leave it for me while I was gone? I picked up the paper, turned it over, to find a message on the other side. Is this some... Is this a death threat? The handwriting was rough and messy, as if it had been written in a hurry. Please convince my brother to let me fight. Oh, it's by Kako. Is this? I don't recognize the writing, but given the content, this could have only come from Kako. She must have slipped away from Ima at some point and slid it under my door. She wants me to get Ima to change his mind? That's quite the tall order. Doesn't seem like the kind of guy who can be won over with a little argument. Not to mention, if I say the wrong thing, he might stab me too. Ding dong.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay.
They all better lock their fucking doors tonight. Ima could go after someone else next. He has a knife on him.
You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can.
We don't have to worry about the invaders anymore. We have to worry about fucking Ima with a goddamn knife on him.
Well then, good night.
Oh, it really is getting late. I must have spent more time with Takamaru than I realized. Maybe I'll show this note to everyone in the morning and ask them what they think I should do. If I'm going to talk Ima around, I'll need all the help I can get. Still puzzling over Kako's request, I slipped into a light troubled sleep. My 52nd day at Last Defense Academy was over, and I wasn't sorry to see it go either.
Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 53rd day of active service here at Last Defense Academy! Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives
Hi,
to protect
Double.
your beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy!
Ding dong. Could be calling me this early. You better not be fucking Ima. Still feeling groggy, I opened the door and was met with a bright greeting and a cheery smile. Ah! Somebody call the police. I need an adult, please. Please help! Help me! Get this guy away from me, please! Good morning, Mr. Subito! Eva! Forgive me for skipping the small talk. I'm going to come right out and ask. Are you hiding something from me? Hiding something? Perhaps I'm just imagining it. He's acting like nothing happened too. That's fucking psycho behavior. But then again, maybe I'm not. Well, which is it? If I say no, is he gonna stab me? The longer I answer... No. Really? I just want to make sure I heard you correctly. Are you hiding something from me? Or not? Nope. 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 No. I'm not saying yes. I refuse to say yes. You can't intimidate me. I don't think you're fucking scary. I don't like you. Go away! Jesus Christ. Is it... I have to say yes? Ah! The illusion of choice! I wouldn't say I was hiding it from you, but I did find a note from Kako last night. I never actually saw her, though. She probably just slipped it under the door. That does look like my dear sister's handwriting. May I? Without waiting for an answer, Ima took the note from me, screwed it up into a tight ball. Hey, what are you doing? My dear sister clearly puts a lot of stock in your oratory skills, if she thinks they'd work on me. How about we make a deal, Mr. Sumino? Huh? A deal? If you really need more firepower, I don't mind joining the team. What? I do have one condition, though. You have to convince my sister not to fight. Convince Kako? She's going through a rebellious phase. No matter what I say, she refuses to see sense. I'd like you to use your talent for talking to people to get her to give up on this silly notion of fighting like the rest of you. If you can do that, I'll gladly put my life on the line instead. You really mean that? Cross my heart. Any attempt to put my dear sister on the battlefield is doomed to failure. She's meant to be protected, not a protector. She just needs somebody to convince her that this is for the best. That's where you come in. If you can manage that, I'll do enough fighting for the both of us. I'm not gonna play in your fucking manipulation game and your fucking controlling game of your sister, Ima. Fuck you! Well, do we have a deal? No. Don't be like that, Mr. Sumino. Do we have a deal? I wish I could say no to you. Whatever.
Hey!
Alright. I have a feeling you're not going to take no for an answer anyway. Another astute observation. Thank you for making this so easy, Mr. Sumino. Believe me, you've made the right choice. My dear sister is a lot of things, but a fighter is not one of them. If one of us has to get our hands dirty, it should be me. Anyone can see that. Okay, just as long as you hold up your end of the deal. I've already given you my word. Do I look like a liar to you? You look like a psychopath. But I'm not a psychologist. If I were, though. I think you look like a creep, and I think you look like a pervert, and I think you look like a siscon, and I think you look like a psychopath. You might also be a sociopath. You're a controlling, manipulative asshole. And I never liked you from the start. Yes, that's why I mentioned it. By the way, what if I can't persuade her? What will you do then? Toot. Such a negative attitude. Ill becomes of you, Mr. Sumino. If that does happen, though, maybe I'll just break down the door to the defense room and end the war that way. What? So long as my dear sister can live the rest of her life in peace and safety, I don't care what happens to humanity or the planet. If I judge that this war is putting her in undue danger, I won't hesitate to end it by any means necessary. Ima said all this with the same placid smile on his face that he always wore. If I didn't know better, I might have thought he was joking. If I did know better, though, behind that smile, he was dead serious. He would gladly doom humanity if it meant keeping his sister safe, but that would include his sister. Is he stupid? She really is his entire world. Now that that's settled, you should get to work. If you can talk her around by the time Mr. Yakushiji recovers, it will only complicate matters. And that reminds me, remind me, whose fault is that? Guilty as charged. Well, good luck. Emo waved nonchalantly and sauntered out of the room, looking like he didn't have a care in the world. So it turns out I'll be trying to convince Kako, not Ema. I don't like it, but Ema hasn't given me a lot of choice. He's not going to budge on this, I can tell. And honestly, he does have a point about Kako not being much of a fighter. You don't know that. You barely even talked to her. Kako said she wants to fight. If she's willing, then she is a fighter. Out to act like I've accepted her request and turn around on her when she's opened up to me. You might be worse than the brother. Kind of rotten thing to do, but it's for the greater good. I'll start by asking the others about her. Yeah. I'll get Ema out of the way, I guess. What do you want, you psycho? How's it going, Mr. Sumino? Please be careful not to let on my dear sister that you're trying to convince her, not me. I understand, but I need your help too. You're your brother and sister. You must have some info about her you can share, right? I'd rather not let a single soul know about any private details about my darling sister, but I suppose I have no choice this time. What would you like to know? Well, do you know anything about what she wants right now? That would be undeniably a motorcycle, or more precisely, a scooter. A scooter? Yeah. Our father was a detective. He often rode a scooter to work, an old-fashioned one. That made her want one as well. Huh, this is the first time I've heard about your father being a detective. I thought y'all were orphans. Or wait, they're poor. Gaku's an orphan. Wait, their dad's a detective, but they're poor? Well, he and our mother both passed away from a traffic accident while we were in elementary school. What happened to the will? Was there no will? Was there no trust fund? In spite of that, my dear sister have always admired our father's detective work. I see. Ever since our parents died, it's just been the two of us. We ate whatever we could to survive. We begged and even dumpster dived. I've done so many foul things for the sake of money. There weren't any other adults who could take care of you? Oh, of course we had relatives that said they take care of us. But they just say we've seen no shortage of... But let's just say we've seen no shortage of the dark side of adults like that. What? That's why I decided to never trust anyone. So long as I had my dear sister, that was enough for me. Ema. I don't want my dear sister to see how foul this world truly is. I'm the only one who needs to bear that shame. I'll do whatever it takes for her sake, even if it means licking a stranger's boots. That's the reason for this strange attachment to Kako. And you, Mr. Sumino, have been taxed with convincing my dear sister not to fight. Please take this assignment seriously. Ema had a lot of good info to offer. So Kaku wants an old-fashioned scooter, huh? I'll have to remember that. You're supposed to be resting, Takemaru. Takemaru? Are you okay out here with that injury? This little scrape is nothing. Kako apologized for it, you know. She ain't so bad. It's that asshole brother of hers that's a problem. Yeah, it seems like she's getting tired of putting up with him too. I thought she was pretty badass speaking up about how she wants to fight. That shit stain just had to screw it up. Hey, calm down. You'll make the wound worse if you get worked up. By the way, do you know anything about Kako? I'm trying to learn more about her. Let's see. When I was screwing around with my ride, she came to talk to me. She said she wanted to try driving it, but I shot her down. Can't do that without a license. Wow, you're surprisingly upstanding about that kind of thing. Damn right I am. It's against the law. Oh yeah, that reminds me. You want this thing? A bicycle? Where'd you find this? Out in the ruins. It's worn to shit, but it's still usable. Bikes ain't so bad, you know. I patrolled the turf until I got my license. Thanks. I'll take it. Sure, do what you want with it. Smack people with it, cuddle it. No, sorry, I think I opened the wound a little. I'm gonna go back to my room and rest. Takamaru didn't seem like he's recovering very well, but maybe I can use this bike for something. Did he already forget that he could get her a scooter? Can you use the bike to make a scooter? You want to know about Kako? I've only been able to talk to her a little every now and then. Anything you can tell me is fine. Well, when I'm tinkering with cars in there, she always has the sparkle in her eyes. She's really enthusiastic when she asks me about bikes and driving techniques. I think she's into that stuff. I see. Thanks. That helps out a lot. It's nothing. Don't mention it. Hey, by the way, check this out. It's a prototype I just finished. A custom-made motorcycle engine. Pretty sweet, right? I overhauled it in my spare time to relax. I tuned it up so much I'm gonna give it. It's gonna give a real smooth drive from now on. To be honest, I can't tell what's so special about it, but I'm glad you're happy with the results. Yep. I'm really proud of this one. But this is the only prototype of something Takamaru asked me to do, so I've still got plenty more to work on. Motorcycle engine, huh? Hey Tsubasa, do you think I could have that prototype? Huh? It's fine with me, but does that mean you're building something, Takumi? Maybe. I don't know if it'll work yet, though. Thanks for the engine, and for the info about Kako, too. It really helps. Oh, we gotta talk to Shoma. What do you want, Shoma? Huh? Info about Kako? Yeah, can you tell me what you know about her? Conversations you've had with her, or anything like that? I'm sorry, but I don't really talk to Kako very often. I wouldn't want her to catch any airborne particles from a pessimistic fungus like me. I've never been so genuinely upset over a game's plot before. Have you interacted with her at all? Well, come to think of it, no starting Takamaru's super intense to hell and back training regimen, Kako did drop in on us. But before she could say anything, Ima showed up and took her back to his room. Maybe she wanted to train with you? She does seem pretty enthusiastic about joining the fight. You think so? I thought for sure she came to observe a social oddity on the verge of death dripping with sweat and snot. I'm so curious about what that training involved. No one could have expected as dramatic a transformation as yours. Oh, if that's the case, maybe you'll like this. A tire? What for? Part of the training was having me run while pulling a tire. If you're interested, feel free to use it yourself, Takumi. Don't worry, I fully disinfected it. My inferiority spores aren't on it anymore. Okay. Thanks. I don't plan on doing any training, but maybe I can use this for something. Might as well hold on to it. How's he carrying all this stuff? He has a whole bike, which I guess he's rolling around, right? Then he has a whole motorcycle engine from Tsubasa. Where is he carrying that? Under his arm? Now he has a tire that's probably wrapped around his body. How's he carrying all this stuff? Hey, Kako. Oh, Takumi, did you get the note I wrote you? The one about convincing Emo? Oh, good, you did get it. I wrote it so I could ask you for your help without my dear brother finding out. I'm sorry to trouble you. So, what do you think? Will you be able to convince him? Well, I'm still getting all the information I can first. Really? Thank you, Takumi.
Ah.
But are you sure about this? He seems dead set on not letting me fight. Whatever. He's always treating me like a child, telling me sister dearest this, sister dearest that. And after what he did to Takemaru, he did cross the line there, that's true. He went to crazy levels to protect you. He's always been like that. He'll probably be until the day I die, but I can't live like this. So what do you want to do if you could live your own life? I want to be a detective. A detective? Yes, just like the person I've always admired. But never mind about me. I'm counting on you, Takumi. Please convince my brother somehow. If I press her any further, she might get suspicious. So Kako wants her independence so she can become a detective. But is that the only reason? I feel like a... I don't want to do this to Kako. Because I feel like I'm just enabling the abuse. I don't like it. I don't like this game. I'm uncomfortable. The thing Kako wants is... that would be undeniably a motorcycle, or more precisely a scooter. You must say an old-fashioned scooter would make Kako happy. I got all the materials. I better head over to a Githomatic and whip up an old-fashioned scooter right away. Alright, it's finished. Now I just have to give it to Kako and hope it helps convince her to not fight, which is not what we want. How'd it go, Takumi? Were you able to convince my brother? Huh? You're giving me the scooter? The same model as the one my father rode. Wow, this is amazing. It's like he's here with me again. I've always wanted a bike like this. Thank you, Takumi. I feel like an asshole. I don't want to do this, game. Kako had tears of joy in her eyes. She was undoubtedly thinking about her father. Is this just officially like the second most asshole-y thing that Takumi's done? First, that was the thing about Tsubasa where he told her that her grandpa's gonna die, and now we're not low-key, we're like actually manipulating Kako. I don't like this. She's bearing her soul like an innocent child. This is my chance to convince her. Kako, to tell you the truth, there's something you and I need to talk about. We need to talk? Is it about you wanting to ride the scooter too? No, it's not that. It's about Emo. I'm sorry, but I can't help you convince him. But why? You said you'd help me. Because I see things the same way he does. You really aren't meant for the battlefield, Kako. I don't like this. I don't want to participate in this. I'm letting you know, game, I do not consent. How could you, Takumi? Your gift made me so happy.
But you only brought it here at my brother's suggestion to convince me. I won't change my mind, no matter what anyone says. I don't want us to run away from everything like cowards anymore. I want to be part of the team and fight beside you.
I don't think.
That's exactly right.
He told me I had to do so, so I had no choice. I knew it! And here I thought you of all people actually convinced my dear brother to let me fight. This is so cruel. I've had enough. There's nothing else for us to talk about. Darn it, I couldn't convince Kako at all, because you're not really convincing. I need to think more about how she feels. What is... I don't understand this. I don't like this at all.
You only brought it here at my brother's suggestion to convince me.
It's not like that.
It's just that I agreed you'd be better off not fighting. How can you see that, Takumi? Please, hear me out. Eamon's worried about you. He doesn't want to be the person He doesn't want the person he cares about most to be in danger. And I understand how he feels. That's why. But, you're forcing me not to fight! This is so backwards. It's always been this way. He's always held me back, intervening and telling me it's for your own good, sister dearest. He won't even call me by my name. He only worries about himself.
He just controls me however he sees fit. I refuse to give in to him. This time, I'll fight of my own free will.
You're wrong, Kako.
How can you see that? Because Ima told me he'd fight in your place. That's why he asked me to come here. So I could convince you to stay out of danger. What? We're actively giving this girl despair instead of hope. I don't like this. Do you think someone who just wants to control their sister would do something like that? He must care about you with all his heart. Don't justify his assholiness, Takumi. You're the only family he has. Oh, so? So? Brother dearest.
Anyway, that has nothing to do with this. It's all just him deciding things in the end. I'm his only family, but he never discusses things with me. It's just so cruel. I hate him.
What am I supposed to answer?
You're as cruel as he is.
All you've been talking about this whole time has been you. What you feel, what you think, who you want to be. Hearing you go on and on like this, I'm starting to understand how Ima feels. Oh, shut up. Complaining all the time because things aren't going your way. Don't you think that's childish? Why don't you just grow up? Shut up, Takamaru. Or fucking not Takamaru. Shut up, Takumi. You're wrong. You just want to control me like he does. How could you say that to me? Whoops, looked like I went a little too far. I couldn't convince her at all. I can't leave like this. Need to make Kako understand. You made her cry! You made her cry, dick!
He just controls me however he sees fit. I refuse to give in to him. This time, I'll fight of my own free will.
You're wrong, Kako.
How can you say that? Told me to fight in your place. He asked me to convince you to stay out of danger. You think someone who wants to control their sister would do something like that? He must care about you with all his heart. You're the only family he has.
Anyway, that has nothing to do with this.
Okay, wrong one.
That has everything to do with this.
No, it doesn't!
Hey!
It does, and you know it. It doesn't! Okay, now they're just being children. Let's stop, it's pointless. I couldn't convince her at all. You were just being kids right there. What was that? I don't like this. I hate this.
He just controls me however he sees.
You're wrong, Kako.
Okay, so was it the other one?
Anyway, that has nothing to do with this. It's all just him deciding things in the end. I'm his only family, but he never discusses things with me. It's just so
It's even worse because she's absolutely right, but we have to shut her down.
I hate him.
Do you really, though?
What do you mean? I heard about your past from Ema. What? It's just been you two ever since your parents passed in that traffic accident, right? Your brother has desperately struggled to protect you since then. He'd literally do anything for you. Sure, he may be overbearing at times, but that just means his bond with you is deeper than anyone or anything else. And that justifies him abusing her and manipulating and controlling her? Your lives have been nothing but pain, but you're able to overcome it together. That's... There's no way you can actually hate Ima. He cares about you with all his heart, and I think you care about him just as much as he cares about you, Kako. I don't like this. I hate this.
We put our lives on the line in this war. We could die at any time. I wouldn't want someone I care about getting dragged into it. You lost your parents. You should understand that feeling. So please, don't do anything reckless. Do it for the person who loves you more than anyone in the world. You know how much you mean to Ima. You need to keep yourself safe for him.
I didn't like that at all. I hated that. I hated that entire thing. Ah!
No, I can't do that.
Yes, Kako, fight back! Fight back, yes! I'm so glad it failed. Wait, someone bring Sabajo back. Come back. Come back, Sabajo. Where's his DM? She rejected it. The persuasion failed. Huh? Or huh? That was him. My dear brother's always putting me first, it's true. And I do appreciate everything he's done for me. But there's another side to this. He means just as much to me as I do to him. That's why I can't do nothing anymore. I have someone that I want to protect too. If I have to watch my dear brother getting hurt and making everyone his enemy, all for my sake, I think my heart might break. I don't want to hold him back. I never have. I just want us to support each other as equals. I'm not trying to rebel against Ima or leave him behind. I want to fight to protect him. I'm doing this because I love him. Right. Of course you have something worth fighting for. Just like the rest of us. I understand Kako's feelings all too well. Her desire to fight isn't some passing whim. She thought everything through, understood the risks, and come to the decision that's right for her. But wait, this isn't how it's supposed to go. I was meant to talk her out of fighting.
Oh, dear. It looks like you failed in your task, Mr. Sumino.
Please don't stab me. Ima? Seriously, what was that all about? I had such high hopes for you too. Brother dearest.
Hey!
Hold on a minute, Ima. It's true that I couldn't convince Kako to quit, but maybe you should listen to how she feels about it. That's right, It's okay, sister dearest. I heard the whole thing. You did? Yes, I was here the whole time. I wanted to observe and make sure Mr. Sumino did a good job. So you were spying on us? I thought you were going to trust me with this. Oh. It's hard for me to trust anyone when it comes to my dear sister's welfare. She's always been stubborn, but I'm so surprised even you couldn't get her to see sense. I think maybe we should convince you, Ema.
Oh.
I guess it just goes to show things don't always work out the way you want.
I wonder if this is how it'll feel when you run off and get married someday.
Shut up, Ema. What do you mean? You don't need me to say it, do you? We never really needed words to understand each other. I'm truly proud of you for growing into such a determined young woman. But at the same time, a little sad you might not need my help so much anymore. I'm afraid of where this is going. Excuse me while I go cry into my pillow. If anyone needs me, I'll be in my room. It's getting late, sister dearest. Don't stay up too long. Ema left, smiling as usual, except his smile was different. It was tinged with a kind of resignation, maybe even loneliness.
Huh?
Did he just give you his approval? I'm not sure. I've never seen him act like that before. Kako was clearly worried about her brother. Since we didn't have anything more to talk about, I took my leave. As for me, I went back to my room. Ding dong.
Howdy, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
I had to sum up what happened today. I failed to persuade Kako to stay on the sidelines, but she somehow managed to convince Ema how serious she is about all this. So she's going to fight with us in the next defensive battle, right? In that case, what will Ema do? I can imagine he'll let Kako fight alone. Seriously, why do these two have to be such a hassle? Somewhat dissatisfied with what as I grappled with that notion, I decided to check in on them in a few days. Then we get attacked the next day.
Up and Atom troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 54th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
I've done what I can to convince Kako, and I need to get back to her prepping for the next defensive battle. Okay, then how should I spend the day? I think we'll go ahead and stop here for now. Ugh. That was a lot. That was a lot that happened in only 3 hours. 4 hours. Okay, chat. Make sure it did save. Yes. Thank you all for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. See. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Let me see who I can read. I haven't raided in a bit. Let me raid somebody. Oh, we can raid my friend Nofi. Luffy's in just chatting right now. We'll be rating Nosferry VT chat, who's in just chatting right now. It looks like they just started their stream 30 minutes ago. Right? Yeah, there we go. Thank you all for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it, chat. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And I hope you enjoy Nofi's stream if you decide to stay. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, chat. Bye.